All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome on board. Hope you are doing absolutely fine. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Let's get the party started. Today's session is going to be really important and it's going to be really amazing. और आज मैं आपको बहुत ही amazing इंसान से मिलाने वाला हूँ जो कि मेरे दोस्त भी हैं. And just waiting for YouTube to send me live. It's going to be really amazing. And there are many people who are connected through WebEx as well. It's a very proud moment for us. 2,000 plus people have. Just a second. Yeah, just a second. So it's a very proud moment for us. People are going to IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta of the world, and Anisha Ma'am is also there with me with some students who can ask them questions. As well, तुम लोगों को दिख पा रहा होगा. Just waiting for YouTube to send me live. बस एक बार live हो जाए. Are we live? Can you guys hear me properly? Yes, no, the chat buttons. Okay, are we good? Yes, no, I can see the chat right now. All right, there's going to be around 30 seconds of delay between whatever we say and the live. All right, great. I think I should be live. All right, we are live. Hi, everyone. Welcome on board. Welcome. Let's get the party started. 247 odd people. Aaj hum record break karenge. There'll be 1,000 plus people who will be there with us. People who've joined from WebEx on Zoom. Welcome on board. बहुत amazing दिन है आज. As I said, so Chetan Bhagat is with us, and Chetan is a dear friend. We're going to start the session. Hi, Chetan. If you're on, if you can switch on your cam, and all the team is waiting for you.
सर मैं तो हूँ यहाँ पे. मैं तो चैट में मस्तियाँ कर रहा हूँ इतनी देर से. हम तो वेट कर रहे कि भाई चालू ही नहीं कर रहे. ना यहाँ पे कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स हैं, ना पॉपकॉर्न है, ना समोसे हैं. आप तो ध्यान ही नहीं रख रहे बारातियों का. तो अब चालू तो करो कम से कम. वेरी गुड. थैंक यू गाइस. थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग मी बडी अगेन राहुल. एंड फिर से कमाल कर दिया. 1000 लोगों को मतलब आपने डाल दिया इसमें. पिछली बार भी पूछा था क्या चक्कर है. क्वेश्चन पेपर आता है आपके पास, क्या हिसाब है?
क्वेश्चन पेपर नहीं है सर, बच्चों की मेहनत है. ट्रस्ट मी, आई मीन दीस गाइस वर्क रियली हार्ड एंड क्रैकिंग एन IIM इज नॉट इजी. नाउ IIMs है FMS एंड लास्ट टाइम इट वाज 1000 एंड दिस टाइम इट्स 2000 प्लस पीपल हैव कन्वर्टेड. माय गॉड. और आपकी ब्लेसिंग भी है.
नहीं सिर्फ मेरी ब्लेसिंग तो है ही, बट हाँ मतलब पढ़ाकू बच्चे हैं सारे. अच्छी बात है. एंड रियली इनक्रेडिबल गाइस. आई मीन आई नो आपको पता ही है इसका क्या मतलब है. But anybody who's got a rank, any of these ranks, any of these colleges that are being mentioned, they're all amazing. And I know किसी को लग रहा होगा 2 marks और 2 marks less. But if you guys have done it, you guys are the cream of the cream. मलाई की भी मलाई हो. So, you know, it's awesome, man. I mean, I am so happy to see the new generation work hard. You know, like I always talk in my motivation talks about कैसे करना है and क्या करना है. And you guys have actually done it. कर दिया यार. और I must say CATKing यही अकेले जो रात को करता है लाइव चालू. रात को तो रात का इनकी कॉल भी मेरे साथ जो हुई इस इवेंट की वो भी रात को ही है. क्या बात है राहुल. ये रात का क्या हिसाब है आपको? रात को ही क्यों मतलब ये रात जवान है क्या है? मतलब
रात जवान है सर. ये सारा दिन पढ़ाई करते हैं, चिल करते हैं, कॉलेज वाले जाते हैं, स्कूल रात को 11:30 बजे हम स्टार्ट करते हैं. 11:30 रिपोर्टिंग टाइम 11:45 स्टार्ट होता है आजकल तो. और अभी देख लीजिए आप 10-16 हुए हैं. देयर 384 odd people who are already there.
413 दिख रहे हैं मुझे तो.
अच्छा आपको? हाँ मेरे को भी 413. मेरा थोड़ा डिलेड हो रहा है. क्या बात है. गुड. People who joined in, hit on the like button for sure. Let's get the party started. We've got
400 लोग देख रहे हैं और 200 लाइक है. ये ठीक है, ये इंसाफ है. 200 लोगों को लाइक या तो लाइक करो यार. इतना तो मतलब बनता ना. जैसे नमस्ते बोलते हैं ऐसे लाइक होता है. नमस्ते जी. ये बढ़ गए लाइक्स. देखो बढ़ रहे हैं. मेरे कहने पे बढ़ा दो यार आज थोड़े लाइक सर के. और लड़ाई. और पता है ना आपको लाइक करते हो तो क्या होता है. यूट्यूब वाले जो भैया है, यूट्यूब के एक भैया बैठे होते हैं. तो यूट्यूब के भैया कहते हैं कि यार ये वाला कंटेंट दिखाओ. नहीं तो केले पे फिसलते हुए लोग, यू नो, बंदर नाचते हुए, ये सब वीडियो चलते हैं. तो अगर आप लाइक करते हो तो क्या होता है उससे कि ये कंटेंट जिससे लोग, आप लोग आज सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ यहाँ पे मोटिवेशन करने के लिए या इंस्पायर करने के लिए. जो आप सब लोग हो अचीवर्स यार. 2000 लोग जिनकी आपने जो अचीव किया है, ये जो आपको एडमिशंस मिले हैं, ये लोगों का सपना है, जिंदगी का सपना है. सो गाइस, दिस इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट वीडियो. पीपल नीड टू सी इट. लिखते थोड़ा ना जिनका सिलेक्शन है इस वीडियो में. दिस होल सेशन इज फुल ऑफ अचीवर्स. इज वेरी रेयर that where not only the speakers are achievers but the audience is also achievers, and I love it. 376 ले गए सर likes. Beautiful यार. आज आपने इज्जत रख ली हमारी. अब देखिए you know, like 460 में 380 sounds a lot better.
That's a lot better.
हाँ, let's see if you can reach touch 400. But this is amazing guys. Thank you. सुन रहे हो मतलब आप मेरी बातें और उठे हुए हैं लोग. ये नहीं कि ऐसा
सुन रहे हैं. आपके मंकी जोक के अंदर भी हा.
नहीं सर, आप सुन रहे हैं तो मैं कुछ काम की बातें बता के जाना चाहता हूँ. इट्स नॉट जस्ट मस्करी नहीं करेंगे.
So
good.
All right, so okay, welcome again, people who've joined recently. Let's begin today. Along with Chetan, we've got a couple of more folks as well. Shanmuvi, Mavash, and Tanmay, Anisha ma'am, Amika, and Shovik. If you guys can switch on your cameras also, that'll be really amazing. And they are really, really amazing people. So Mavash is joining MDA Gurgaon. She's a CAT 96 percentile. Shanmukh is going to IIM Ahmedabad. Is 99.28 percentile. Karishma is joining SPJain Bombay. You guys can say hi to Chetan with 95 percentile in CAT. Tanmay is joining IIT, then he's in IIT and then IIM Ahmedabad. ये आपका शिष्य है, 99.7 percentile. Shavik is joining FMS, and Amika is a second year student from NMIMS, and Anisha is with us. She works with CATKing, as you're in touch with her already. Great. They also have some questions. Let's begin the session. And the people who are listening to us on the WebEx, just type in what all colleges you guys are joining in quickly. Anisha, if you can read in which colleges they are on the WebEx, or you want to share the screen with us, that'll be great. पता चल जाए कौन से लोग हमारे आए हुए हैं. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Okay, lovely. Yes, sure. So, guys, why don't you all quickly on the chat to write in where are you all joining in from today? It would be lovely to see each one of you guys. Yes, I can see Darshan here. Darshan is from IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Rohtak, IIM Vizag, IIM Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Rohtak, IIM Jammu, IIM Lucknow, Amisha is IIM Rohtak, Riya Great Lakes, Himanshi MDI, Niharika MDI, IIM Vishakhapatnam, KJ Sumaya, IIMT Ghaziabad, Great Lakes, okay, IIM Vizag, IIM Ranchi. Quickly guys, write in, it's going fast. So I'm Sambalpur. Anybody whose name, if I have skipped out, it's going too fast. That's okay. Then we have Soham. I'm Nagpur. I'm Kozhikode. Spandan. I'm Indore. I'm Kozhikode. Vizag, Raipur, Rohtak, and a lot of.
मतलब यहाँ पे पढ़ाकुओं का सम्मेलन हो रहा है. YouTube में कोई भी अभी वीडियो चल रहा हो, कोई भी लाइव चल रहा हो, पर कैपिटा दिमाग जो इस वीडियो की ऑडियंस और का है ना, मतलब वो किसी का नहीं है सर इस वक्त.
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल. मतलब I would highly agree. I would highly agree. And these guys, I respect them, Chetan. YouTube पे आके ये लोग ज्ञान की बातें सुनते हैं, and they're live in the night as well, and it helps them to get inspired in the entire journey. So wisely said.
And I think this is a great class because you guys are lucky. I'll tell you why. Not only because you made it, कि अब कोविड खत्म हो गया. आपको पता है एक पूरा बैच गया है MBA का जो पूरा ऑनलाइन ही करके चला गया, वो गए ही नहीं क्लास कभी.
बिल्कुल सही.
that I think that 20 to 22 वाला जो बैच है उनकी तो MBA हो गया ऐसे ही बैठे बैठे Zoom पे
घर. और नौकरी अच्छी लगी, बाय द वे. नौकरी काफी बढ़िया लगी इस बार.
और रियली, बट स्टिल यार एक कैंपस का फील होता है, एक मेमोरीज होती है, एक मतलब बहुत कुछ होता है. 2 स्टेट्स ही ना बनी होती, सोचो अगर Zoom पे 2 स्टेट्स बन रही होती.
सही बोला. ठीक है चेतन, let's begin with 2 states. Let's begin with the journey. First questions first. हम आज भाई setting the perspective, आज हम पढ़ाई की बातें करेंगे, प्रोफाइल की बातें करेंगे. You can ask Chetan any questions as well. We'll talk for a quick 45 minutes short. जब तक आप लोगों को मजा आएगा तब तक मैं चेतन को पकड़ा के रखूंगा. And all these toppers also on the Zoom and the WebEx, they can also ask any questions. But Chetan, first questions first. यार IIT, फिर IIM, फिर किताबें लिखनी शुरू करी, and now a YouTube channel. Now you're also coming on Netflix. And you have done movies, you are setting up your media house. ये मतलब पहले तो क्या चल रहा है? Are you confused, or is it planned, or is it God's grace?
सब कुछ है सर. You are right on the factors you mentioned is right. But आज मैं because this is now all these achievers are there, so I'm not just going to be fake modest. I'm just telling you I'm reasonably smart. I'm not saying I'm the smartest guy. I've met a lot of smart people in my life, smarter than me. बट एक चीज है मेरे में कि लगे रहना जिंदगी में. there's a saying in life, a good life is rented, not owned. अब इसका क्या मतलब है? It means कि आप ना अगर आप खुश और अच्छी जिंदगी चाहते हो, a good life, like not as a for teachers ही life, ना करियर है, ना कोई हेल्थ है, ना कुछ है, ना कुछ जॉब है, then it's different. But if you want a good life, you have to pay the rent. मतलब you have to work hard every day. You can't own it. You can't just say कि एक बार मैंने कर लिया तो हो गया. एक बार मेरा अब तो हो गया, मेरा IIM हो गया ना, अभी हो गया बस. नो मोर मेहनत इन लाइफ. ऐसे नहीं होता सर. ग्रोथ रुक जाती है. I don't want to take away from your achievements, you know, it's a massive achievement you guys have achieved. लेकिन मजा लाइफ का तभी है जब आप रोज लगे रहो और कुछ ना कुछ करते रहो। और देखो यार, एक ही जिंदगी है, सो आई थिंक मैं लगे रहता हूँ रोज। दैट्स रियली हाउ इट ऑल हैपेंस। सम थिंग्स डोंट वर्क आउट। जो वर्कआउट होता है वो लोगों को दिखता है बाहर, और जो नहीं वर्कआउट होता वो नहीं होता, लेकिन लगे रोज रहता हूँ। एंड टुडे आई एम 48 years old, and I think most of these people are like 20, 21, 22 years old. So you know, I just from that day to now लगा हूँ। And I think that's what makes life fun. If you have a good body, for example, if you have to work out every day. ये नहीं कि करके बैठ गए तीन, उसके बाद पिछले साल मैंने बहुत वर्कआउट किया, इस साल वर्कआउट करेंगे ही नहीं। You have to work hard every day. You have to watch your diet every day. A good body is also rented. You cannot be, you have to pay the rent. You cannot be landlord. You cannot be like ये तो अब तो मेरी है, you know. A good career, a good everything in my business, like entertainment business, लगे रहना होता है। And I think if you have that attitude कि आज सुबह उठे, आज कैसे किराया देंगे जिंदगी का, तो देन कुछ हो जाता है यार, कुछ ना कुछ कहीं ना कहीं तो पहुंच ही जाओगे। पर ये एटीट्यूड रखोगे ना, अब मैंने बहुत कर लिया, अब तो मैंने कर लिया यार, that's not going to be very fun, and frankly it's not going to lead to a good life. और it will stall you, उतनी ही रहेगी फिर।
क्या बात है, क्या बात है। चेतन, आप क्वेश्चन पूछते हो डीप टॉक से, मैंने बोला आज मैं चेतन को सवाल पूछूंगा एंड आई एम गोइंग टू आस्क हिम सम टफ क्वेश्चंस। व्हेन यू वर ग्रोइंग अप इन लाइफ, एज वाज इट ऑलवेज सक्सेस कि यू हैड सम really big failures, और के मतलब प्लेन चढ़ता ही जा रहा था, उड़ता ही जा रहा था? बिकॉज ये सब 21 year old हैं, एक इनका एग्जाम क्रैक नहीं होता, पहली बार क्रैक करते हैं, छोटा IIM हो गया, फिर दुखी हो जाते हैं, सर मैं क्या करूं, मेरी तो जिंदगी बर्बाद होगी। एक बाय चांस कैट क्रैक नहीं हो, उस दिन वाज नॉट देयर डे। was it your life always like on the go, or you have faced failure?
It never is यार, it never is। जिस, और स्पेशली जिस इंडस्ट्री में मैं हूँ, whether it's publishing books and whether it's publishing and getting a movie made, ऐसे कोई गारंटी नहीं होती। लाइक लोग सालों लगे रहते हैं तब कुछ होता है। सेम इन IIT preparation, same in IIM preparation, everything is like full of roadblocks, everything is full of frustrations, everything is matha phodi, you know. Matha phodi is life, मतलब life, if you, an achiever's life is matha phodi. If you want to be achiever in life, you have to be matha phodo all the time, and you have to at least be okay with it, even though you don't love matha phodo. And it won't happen यार, नहीं होता। मतलब especially if you want to do something different, if you want to do something great, like you want to open your own business tomorrow, and honestly बहुत लोग give up कर देते हैं, क्योंकि कहते हैं हमसे माथा नहीं फोड़ा जाएगा सर, अब एक सेटल्ड जॉब दिला दो, एक शादी करा दो, घर पे नेटफ्लिक्स लगा दो, बस नौकरी करेंगे, नेटफ्लिक्स देखेंगे, सो जाएंगे। I just feel that's not a full life, you know. I like being an entrepreneur more than I have worked in banks also. So I think, but I can tell you कि बहुत माथा फोड़ी होगी। You try to do anything in life, it will be. So that's just the way it is. Now the fact that you guys have made it, मतलब आपने करके दिखा दिया, that means आपने रॉ मटेरियल तो है, रॉ मटेरियल तो है। ऐसा तुक्के से नहीं होता, नहीं हो सकता तुक्के से। मेहनत है, आप में रॉ मटेरियल है, आप में मेहनत करने की ताकत है, इसका मतलब है कि आप बहुत आगे जा सकते हो लाइफ में, कहीं भी जा सकते हो एक्चुअली। Now you can say अब ये हो गया, अब मेरी जॉब पक्की है, अब मेरी प्लेसमेंट पक्की है, अब मैं सेटल हो सकता हूँ। और you can say wow, this means मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ। And you have to do the latter, man. You have to say like मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, चाहे जितने भी फिट्स हो, जितने भी फेलियर आए, ठीक है, करते रहना, क्योंकि मेरे में है। But yeah, just don't give up. I mean, not you guys. Why should you give up? आपका तो जब आप IIM क्रैक कर सकते हो तो कुछ भी कर सकते हो। अब जैसे अरविंद केजरीवाल ने अगर IIT क्रैक किया तो उसने पॉलिटिकल पार्टी भी खोल दी है, हालांकि कोई लिंक नहीं है दोनों का आपस में, बट आई नो कि कहीं ना कहीं उसमें ये कॉन्फिडेंस रहा होगा कि यार मैं IIT जा सकता हूँ, तो फिर मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ,
ये भी कर लूंगा मैं। That's so true. But how do you deal with it? मतलब आपकी, I mean you've written books. I mean I feel very proud in sharing मेरी जो पहला अंग्रेजी सीखी मैंने आपकी किताब पढ़ के सीखी थी। I was in NIT Suratkkal, and it used to be called REC that time, and 5 Point Someone, that was like legendary book. I mean I recommend everyone. Yeah, that was game. I think Bhavesh was also talking about that. Ola CEO also, he also read that.
I think for your generation that was the book.
That was the book for sure. पता नहीं किसी ने पढ़ी है कि नहीं? 5 Point Someone, anyone here? सब मुंडी तो हिला रहे हैं सब लोग। Okay, great.
पढ़ी होगी, मूवी तो सबने देखी है यार।
मूवी तो सबने देखी है for sure. Great. So when you were writing books, Chetan, I am going to quickly jump on to your passion. you knew you wanted to be a writer? कुछ backlog था आपका? Because people are there
I
thinking मुझे ये करना है, मुझे ये
I
करना है,
think
मुझे ये
था कहीं ना कहीं था, but not to be like a published writer, not to be best selling, but I just used to like to write. I like to put my thoughts. I feel like expressing yourself in a simple manner is not as easy as people think, and it's a rare skill, and it's a very valuable skill. And I would say all of you guys who are going to become MBAs, ultimately it's going to be about how you communicate. It's never going to be about how smart or how much you know something, because ऐसे कोई business चलाना यार, ultimately it's about talking to people, and सबको पता ही होता है कि मतलब कि टूथपेस्ट कैसे बनती है और डब्बे में कैसे जाती है, मतलब पता ही है वो. But it's about how you talk, how you lead the team, how you motivate, how you identify problems. So I think all that requires a lot of good writing and communication skills. And it also, I'll tell you one more skill you'll require is to press the like button skill, because अभी 700 लोग देख रहे हैं और 520 लाइक है. तो ये जो 160 180 है ना फ्री वाले, कि भाई हम नहीं लाइक करेंगे, हम नहीं करते, हम जैसे बस देखेंगे खिड़की में से झांक के, ऐसे मत करो यार. मेहमान है आपके, अभी थोड़ा प्यार दिखाने का एक ही तरीका है, लाइक.
ये फायदा होता है एक जब आपका दोस्त फेलो यूट्यूबर होता है और वो आपके चैनल पे आता है, ये बड़ा फायदा होता है. ही नोज द गेम एंड ही ऑलवेज. मैं भी सर
यार
इसको
मैं
बोलता
तो लाइव करता नहीं थे, मतलब आई मस्ट से आई शुड डू मोर लाइव. जब आप करते मुझे अच्छा लगता है, मैंने आपको कहा भी मैं करूंगा, एक दिन आपको भी बुलाऊंगा. तो लाइव करना इज अलग, बट मेरे को लग रहा है कि यार अब यार ने मेरे कर यार लाइव बुलाया है मुझे, तो मतलब जितने देख रहे हो उतने तो लाइक कर दो ना. तो ऐसे मतलब ये बाकी तो हम लाइक नहीं करेंगे. इतना भाव, इतना भाव हो गया यार. अब तो आए मैं, अब तो बस करो.
क्या
हमने
बात
भी
है.
कुछ करा है लाइव में, 701 में, चलो 600, कुछ तो रेशियो बेटर हुआ. लेट्स सी वी कैन डू मोर. ये जो 70-80 बैठे हैं अभी भी, वे हम नहीं करते जी लाइव.
दैट्स अमेजिंग, दैट्स अमेजिंग.
वो होते हैं वो होते हैं ना अंकल, जो मतलब इतना जितना भी बढ़िया खाना खिला लो, हाँ ठीक है, कुछ नहीं बोला, आपने बोला नहीं कैसा था, अरे ठीक था तभी तो खा लिया, हम क्यों बोले अच्छा था. तो ये वो कैटेगरी है. ये बड़े होके वो बनोगे कि हाँ हाँ, अगर मैंने बोला नहीं कुछ बुरा तो इसका मतलब ठीक ही होगा. 650. तो ये होता है गिल्ट ट्रिपिंग. गिल्ट ट्रिप करके 660. लव यू गाइस, थैंक यू गाइस. मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ, हाँ, बुरा मत मानना. But I feel it's always nice when the YouTube algorithm feels, wow, this video is getting likes, we should show it to more people.
Super,
Yeah.
super. Moving in forward back to your days, yaar. Chetan, you went to IIT, then IIM. Was it just a degree for you? मतलब IIM तो proponent of CAT. ये हमारे इस बार 2000 बच्चे हैं जो कि IIMs के अंदर
Yeah.
जा रहे हैं इस बार. एंड SPJain FMS ये चैट के अंदर है कि लोग IIM, हमने अभी चैट देखी सारी की सारी. आई एम तो प्रोपोनेंट. मुझे लगता है कि MBA बहुत जरूरी, बट आई वांट टू नो योर रीजन. डिड इट हेल्प यू गोइंग टू दीज प्रीमियर इंस्टीट्यूशंस इन योर लॉन्गर जर्नी, कि आपको
यार
लग रहा है
मुझे
बस डिग्री है?
आई थिंक एमबीए मुझे अच्छा लगा था. मैंने इंजीनियरिंग करी क्योंकि मेरा हो गया इंजीनियरिंग में. और मैं जब छोटा था ना, मैं दो चीजों में अच्छा था. एक मेरा मैथ्स अच्छा था, और लोगों को हंसाने में मैं अच्छा था. तो ये मेरे दो स्किल्स थे. तो आपको पता है इंडिया के मिडिल क्लास घरों में क्या होता है कि थप्पड़ लगाते हैं और कहते हैं हंसाना बंद करो और मैथ्स पे ध्यान दो. तो मैंने फिर वो करा. पर कहीं ना कहीं एक चाह थी कि कुछ और करूं. अब वो मैथ्स के चक्कर में मेरा इंजीनियरिंग में हो गया. अब इंजीनियरिंग में हो गया तो फिर अब आईटी चले गए. तो ठीक था, मतलब अच्छा है. आई लाइक ऑल नॉलेज, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. आई लाइक एवरी सब्जेक्ट. अगर आप मेरे को कुछ भी सब्जेक्ट दोगे मेरे को अच्छा ही लगेगा वो. टुडे आई विल एंजॉय साइकोलॉजी आल्सो, आई विल एंजॉय हिस्ट्री आल्सो. बट मुझे वो इंजीनियरिंग भी अच्छी लग रही थी. लेकिन समवेयर इट वाजंट व्हाट आई वांटेड टू डू ऑल माय लाइफ एंड ऑल. सो आई वांटेड टू मूव टू मोर people oriented work or subjects, and I felt like MBA एक रास्ता है इंजीनियरिंग से जो थोड़ा लेस हार्ड स्किल, लेस टेक्निकल होने का एक तरीका है. वो कर लेता हूँ. प्लस मुझे पैसे बनाने थे. मतलब मेरे को लग रहा था कि जब मैं बड़ा हुआ हूँ हो रहा था, तो आई डोंट थिंक माय पेरेंट्स हैड टू मच मनी. सो मैंने बस पैसे की किल्लत जिसने देखी है उसको फिर पैसे की वैल्यू पता होती है. तो मुझे लगा कि यार पैसे बनाने, अब मेरे पास एक ही तरीका था उस टाइम पे ना. कोई उस टाइम कोई ऐसा टेक इंटरनेट वगैरह ज़्यादा था नहीं. तो मैंने कहा यार चलो अच्छी जॉब लग जाएगी, अच्छी कॉर्पोरेट में जॉब लग जाएगी, एमबीए कर लेंगे. आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल स्टिल थिंक लाइक दैट, एंड देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग इन दैट. एंड दैट्स हाउ आई डिड इट. सो इट वाजंट सो लाइक उतना इवॉल्व थिंकिंग कि हाँ राइटर बनेंगे, लोगों को इंस्पायर करेंगे, यूट्यूबर बनेंगे, तो नहीं था उस टाइम पे. एंड दैट्स ओके. यू नो, यू जस्ट हैव टू वर्क हार्ड एंड डू द बेस्ट यू कैन इन लाइफ. ठीक है यार, जो है सबके अपनी अपनी जर्नी है.
and things fell in place if you got the right goal. And while you were studying your IIM and that time, the friend circle which you made, are you in touch with them? And that kind of,
हाँ
I tell them कि MBA इसलिए नहीं करना कि भाई अभी पैकेजेस बहुत बढ़ गए हैं, एवरेज पैकेज 32 लाख जा रहा है एफएमएस का, IIM अहमदाबाद का भी नियरली 32-34 जा रहा है, SPJain बॉम्बे 32 जा रहा है. दे डू इट फॉर मनी. मतलब सच्ची बताऊं, मैं विप्रो में नौकरी कर रहा था और वही 3.4 लाख का पैकेज, NIT वालों को थोड़ा 3.4, बाकियों को थोड़ा 2.86. तो मैंने बोला ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा, चलो MBA कर लेते हैं. एवरेज पैकेज 9-10 लाख उस समय हाईएस्ट 9-10 लाख होता था 2009-2010. तो भाई भी MBA, मैंने बोला चल हम भी MBA करते हैं. So then I did MBA, got a package of 9.5 lakh rupees long back. But any which ways, the money was the motivation. But I tell this to people, don't do it for money. Money will flow. Do it for the peers. वो जो आपको वो 2 साल में जो बढ़िया बढ़िया लोग मिलते हैं, that's really amazing. How is it your life at Ahmedabad and IIT also? Do you meet some great people?
या and that I agree, you know, although हम पैसे के लिए करते हैं, सिर्फ पैसे के पीछे भी भागना और is also not right. You're kind of limiting it. It's a great course. I think the subjects are very interesting and you should learn the subjects you actually have an interest in. ये नहीं कि ये वाला करते हैं, इससे ये जॉब लग जाएगी, उससे वो जॉब लग जाएगी, उससे क्या करोगे ऐसे, you know, कोई जीने का तरीका नहीं है. Because there is a person in us who has likes and dislikes. We like some subjects, we don't like some subjects. So you have to kind of go where your heart is little bit, you know. Not everything can be just a calculation of CTC, cannot be your places of life. And then the people, yes, because I have met some, like even both my colleges, even IIT, I would say, but I am also like a lot of my batchmates are still my friends. We talk, we are on WhatsApp groups. In fact, this year, just shows you how old I am. This year we're having our 25th reunion in IIM Ahmedabad, and 25th में campus आना होता है. So this new year, 31st or something, they're going to do a reunion. So all our batchmates are coming. 20th reunion we had 5 years back, of course, and we met everybody. So it's you know, up to if you are from my batch and you kept on working, people are running like Asia head and CEOs and इतने senior level पे लोग हो गए हैं. So it's really helpful to know these people, to learn from these people, and that network is everything, really. पैसे ठीक है यार, और एक बड़ी myopic thinking है, but to imagine having friends who's who in the industry, and that's what I have, you know, and that's a very big thing. Lot of people like you've seen some of that on my YouTube channel where I have interviewed some people, but like yeah, I mean some of my friends are literally who's who, and you will have the same. They'll become who's who. Of course, you will also be a who's who, but you will also have people who are the who's who. तो वो एक saying है, your network is your net worth.
Right.
You know. Right. So ultimately, आप देखा जाए तो पैसा भी किस लिए होता है? Okay, first it's to buy a house, car, nice clothes, iPhone, whatever. But ये सब एक लिमिट है. कितने 6 आईफोन तो नहीं जेब में लेकर घूम सकते, you know, 15 गाड़ियां तो नहीं गैराज में लगा सकते. So आप एक कर लोगे तो वो एक लिमिट है. उसके बाद पैसे लोग जब जैसे like when people talk of billionaires, multi-millionaires, why do they want to be that, right? They're not consuming more. They can't consume. मतलब, you know, they have the एक limit आ गई है. But once you're a billionaire, you know everybody, right? Everybody wants to know you. So you get access, and then they want to maintain that position not for the money, but for that network, you know, because a chief minister will also meet a billionaire, a film star will also meet a billionaire. So that way the money is not, it's not about money, it's about your network is your net worth, you know. So, and for me, I feel I'm not a billionaire, but I know a lot of people who are super inspiring in every field. So to me, that is my net worth. My relationships are as important or more important than the money I have.
How to build that, Chetan? I mean, in the college, I think now I was checking your Instagram page as well. अभी तो आप बहुत घूम रहे हो. I think the Shark Tank वाले भी आपके दोस्त हैं.
हाँ, वो भी है. शादी.com वाला.
शादी.com वाला आपका.
उसने तो मुझे ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बनाया था. जैसे आप मुझे बुलाते हो, शादी.com तो उसके शादी.com का ब्रांड एम्बेसडर नहीं करते.
Yeah, people don't know Chetan Bhagat was शादी.com का brand ambassador. Can you beat it?
हाँ,
Chetan Bhagat.
फिर उसके बाद दोस्ती हो गई है ना, वो बॉम्बे में ही रहता है, मैं भी रहता हूँ. But you know, it's not just that. Like, it's not just that we had worked together तो हो गया. It's like you asked me कि कैसे करना है. You know, it's like you have to be genuinely interested in people and beyond just work. You have to. Everybody is a human being, yaar. At the end of the day, everyone's a human being, and they need to see that you actually care about them, and it's not like you want something from them or you want to use them or anything like that. I I do think what Anupam Mittal has done is incredible. You know, he's invested in 250 companies, comes on Shark Tank, कुछ कुछ करता रहता है. तो I like hanging out with him. I feel like there's a lot to learn from him, and I think he likes to understand from me because I have lived my life differently. तो
Yeah.
तो वो मुझसे पूछता है कि यार तू कैसे सोचता है, and how do you think of work, and how do you think of money, how do you think of like happiness, and because I motivate and all that. So I think from there I actually try to build it. You have to actively do it.
Yeah.
ऐसे नहीं हो जाता, जस्ट ऐसे नहीं हो जाएगा कि एडमिशन हो गया तो नेटवर्क हो गया. कई हैं मेरे बैचमेट जो बिल्कुल रिक्लूसिव थे, रिक्लूसिव ही पास आउट हुए और आज भी रिक्लूसिव हैं. हमें पता भी नहीं वो कहाँ है. वो कई बार रियूनियन पे अगर आ जाते थे तो ओ हाँ ये भी था क्लास में,
And then
you
you're
know,
like, right.
ओ हाँ ये भी था, इसका क्या
True,
नाम था
true.
पता नहीं, you know.
So true, so true. So people who even if people who are entering the top business schools right now, Chetan, I've seen this in my past life. Like after 5 years of graduation out of SPJain, so you see like on the LinkedIn profiles coming, directors बनने शुरू हो गए हैं, and senior directors. And after 10 years now, I see like CXOs. Zomika India head is like my friend,
हाँ
Philips India head. So and everybody who was good in college and who was diligent, वो या जो नॉटी लोग भी थे वो भी आगे आगे बढ़े हैं. और एंड ऑफ द डे इट ऑल बॉइल्स डाउन, वो सब लोग सिमिलर कैटेगरी पे हैं. ही एक दो ऑफशूट हुए हैं. What's your take? How is your experience of?
I obviously agree. I mean, the grades is not the predictor. The grades is not the predictor of so-called nalayaks of our batch have opened big startups. Yeah, I mean, so they were so-called below average because IIM Ahmedabad की average भी क्या होती होगी. तो उसमें अगर आप 200 के बच्चे हैं तो आपकी रैंक 100 से नीचे, तो आप बिलो एवरेज रैंक है, बिलो एवरेज लड़का है. और वो इतनी बड़ी स्टार्टअप खोल के बैठे हुए हैं वेल अबव एवरेज. तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. अल्टीमेटली आप लगे रहो लाइफ में तो वो कुछ ना कुछ हो ही जाता है ना. बिकॉज अगर ऐसे होता कि भाई जो टीचर ने जिसको सबसे ज्यादा मार्क्स लिए वही लाइफ में सबसे ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल होगा, तो टीचर ही सबसे ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल हो जाते हैं पहले तो.
क्या बात है, क्या बात. बहुत मेरी. Okay, we're going to just take a pause for a few minutes and take some questions. People on the chat also, you guys can take questions on WebEx, Zoom, and everyone. Here, Shanmukhi is ready with a question. Shanmukhi is joining IIM Ahmedabad. Shanmukhi, give a small intro and then you can ask your question to Chetan as well.
Sure, sir. Hi, Chetan sir. This is Shanmukhi. I come from engineering background and I'll be joining IIM Ahmedabad this year. So I have a small thing to share. I was around 11 or 12 years old when I first read about IIM A in one of your books. And 11 years fast forward, I'll be joining Ahmedabad in just a few days. So yeah, it's great.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. So there's one question I would like to ask you. As students, there are some things we discard, assuming we are not good at it. For instance, I consider marketing is not my cup of tea. So were there any such preconceived notions you had, and did MBA give a scope for you to overcome them and discover those hidden interests and talents?
How old are you?
Now I'm 22 years old.
You're 22. How do you know marketing is not your cup of tea? How do you even know you like cups of tea or cups of coffee?
Because I don't know. I mean, I feel I'm not great at convincing people,
तो ऐसे इतने पब्लिक में खड़े होकर क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो, 1000 लोग देख रहे हैं. So you do not that ऐसे you're quite confident.
Yes, I am. But there is something, there's something that takes us behind. So, like, were there any such things you had?
See, देखो, marketing सबको करनी है. इतना मैं आपको बता दूं. Whether you want a marketing job or not, or whether you want a marketing role, or whether you want a marketing on your business card or resume or not, that's a different story. But marketing तो सबको करनी है, right? आपको एक ना एक दिन interviews देने हैं. आपको बैठ के कंपनी को कन्विंस करना है कि शानमुखी को हायर कर लो. So what is that happening? That is convincing. That is marketing. And so firstly, like a lot of us think that way. Like I used to be opposite. I used to think I'm the marketing guy, and I think I'm fairly good at marketing. There is no doubt about it. That is one of my interests. But ultimately, I worked in finance. I ended up taking a job in finance where I never did one elective finance course. I did a few जो करने ही होते थे, MBA में सबको करने होते हैं थोड़े से फाइनेंशियल कोर्सेज. I just got a good opportunity to go to Hong Kong, and they were a bank, and I was like, ये करना क्या है यहाँ पे? But it was just like, चलो abroad जाते हैं, so, in बाहर रहने मिलेगा. That's it, And then I realized I'm pretty decent at finance. I'm not bad at it. Even today, I try to invest. I'm interested in the markets and all. So things change. So, and don't go by, a lot of people go by extroverted means good at marketing. ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है कि extroversion is not good at marketing. That's just a personality type. Marketing is really not even convincing people. Marketing is knowing what the other person wants. अगर आपकी अच्छी marketing होती है ना, आपको convince नहीं करना पड़ता. मैंने आज तक convince नहीं किया किसी को कि जाके मेरी book पढ़ो या movie देखो. Convince तो नहीं किया ना. खुद ही जाते हैं ना लोग. So why? Because I kind of try to see what people would like to read or what people would like to listen to or what people would like to hear in a talk. I'm not convincing. Right now, 812 people are watching right now on YouTube, then other platforms, more people are watching and more will watch this after it's uploaded. I didn't go and convince them. कि आओ खींच के आओ आना पड़ेगा, आना है जी बुआ जी, आना आपको. ऐसा नहीं है. They're just watching. So in a way, marketing, because they felt that if I come and talk to them, they will learn something. And that's enough. So marketing is not often about hard selling or convincing or actively being very extroverted. Marketing is simply offering a need. अगर यहाँ पे हमें talk में लोगों को बिठा दो और 2 दिन हमें खाना ना खिलाओ, ठीक है, 2 दिन कुछ नहीं खा रहे, उसके बाद एक ट्रे समोसा लेके आ जाओ, आपको लगता है आपको कन्विंस करना पड़ेगा हमें समोसा खाने के लिए? We will all run and like grab that tray and we'll just steal that samosas from you. You are not convincing. Why? Because that's our need at that time. So it's about meeting customer needs. If you can identify that need in a lot of people and then either create a product or a service or help sell a product or a service, you're good at marketing. People will come. है ना?
Great.
Cool बनो, मधुमक्खियां अपने आप आएंगी. So don't think it's about a certain way. What I'm saying is you guys are all young. Why I took long time to answer this question was all of you are very young and all of you think यार मैं marketing में अच्छा नहीं हूँ, यार मैं finance में अच्छा नहीं हूँ, मैं तो ये हूँ, मैं तो वो हूँ. तुम्हें कुछ नहीं पता अभी, ठीक है? ऐसे किसी को हमें नहीं पता, मुझे नहीं पता 48 में मैं किस चीज में अच्छा हूँ, किस चीज में तुम्हें बड़ा पता है, ठीक है? So go there with an open mind, try different things. The world itself is changing. Today marketing is not what it used to be. I'm just giving marketing example, but take anything, HR, finance, it's all evolved. Yesterday I heard that this company Revlon, which makes all these cosmetics, right? Big cosmetic company in the world, they filed for bankruptcy. You know why? Because they were such a big company which used to give big ads in magazines and papers, and they've completely missed out that most of the makeup today is marketed by influencers. And all the brands who used influencers are doing well. And all these traditional Revlon and all, they were like, they're bankrupt, they're filed for bankruptcy. So it also changes. So just try different things. It's don't go by what people have told you. मेरे को भी ऐसे ना, मेरे मामा जी ऐसे मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग कर लो, एवरग्रीन ब्रांच है. अब ना मेरे को पता ना कुछ, एवरग्रीन वर्ड अच्छा लग गया, एवरग्रीन है. कौन सी एवरग्रीन नहीं है? What, electrical is not evergreen? People won't need electricity anymore. So evergreen है. तो अब बस उस पे पास मैकेनिकल पे जाके साइन करके आ गया. I don't know. I could have maybe done something different, but I'm saying just don't go by one or two things. Just try, and then.
Yeah, just to add in here, Steve Jobs said, Shanmukhi, world is made by people who know smarter than you. So किसी की सुनने का नहीं, अपनी खुद की करो and have your own decision and try it out. My quick 2 cents would be, अगर दम है तो फर्स्ट ईयर में उसके अंदर इंटर्नशिप करो जो तुम्हें बहुत पसंद है. तो इट्स लाइक डेटिंग में समझा दो थोड़ा सा. तो अगर तुम्हें पता है कि पक्का ये लड़की से शादी करनी है, मतलब मार्केटिंग ही है, तो इंटर्नशिप उसके साथ ही करो एंड बाद में जाके फाइनल शादी भी उसके बाद, फाइनल में प्लेसमेंट हो लो. पर पता है कि यार ये मार्केटिंग तो है, बट आई वांट टू ट्राई आउट दिस फॉर 2 months डेटिंग विद दिस फाइनेंस और अ गर्ल. Then you become finance for 2 months, जो लोग करते नहीं है, and try it out. ये मुझे लोगों ने बोला था, but I couldn't do it myself. I was keen on advertising. I got Ogilvy Mather, but I couldn't do that. I wanted to do that because I got G. G was paying me 80,000 rupees internship. Ogilvy was paying me 5,000 rupees. तो यार वो मैं नहीं कर पाया, but I wish I could have done that. So है दम तो आजकल तो open world है यार, nobody questions. In fact, people love people who try a lot of things, as Chetan rightly said, right? So yeah, okay, this is lovely. Thanks for asking, Chanmukhi. Chetan sir, next मुश्किल question पूछने वाला मैं तो हूँ ते मैंने दसो कि what is goal of life? ये
गोल ऑफ लाइफ, ये पंजाबी
हाँ
में जब कोई गोल ऑफ लाइफ पूछता है ना, वो 2-4 पैग लगा के ही पूछता है। पर देखो, गोल ऑफ
yeah
लाइफ सबकी अलग है, एंड देयर इज नो वन गोल, एंड लाइफ में गोल एंड मीनिंग बनाना पड़ता है। यू हैव टू मेक योर ओन मीनिंग, बिकॉज लाइफ, इफ यू डोंट मेक योर ओन मीनिंग, देयर इज नो आंसर रियली। यू कीप गोइंग, व्हाट इज द गोल ऑफ लाइफ? टू बी हैप्पी। व्हाट डज इट मीन टू बी हैप्पी? टू बी पीसफुल। व्हाट डज इट मीन टू बी पीसफुल? यू नो, लाइक ऐसे करते करते विल अल्टीमेटली रियलाइज कि जिंदगी तो कुछ भी नहीं है, यू नो, एक दिन तो सबने चले जाना है। So you just have to find your own goals and your own purpose. And it could be, you know, first of all, the goals can be to do with, you know, you want to have a good life and you want to have a good money and all that. And I think for you guys, that will occupy the next 10 years. I mean, and then I think you reach a point where you're like, okay, you know, I've done all this. Like for me, I reached that point where it's like, okay, I've done all this. Now what? Abhi kya hai? You know? So now I feel like, okay, if I can use my knowledge, experience, brand, whatever, to help younger people who I was like when I was that age, and kuch wo yaad rakh le meri ek do baatein, then it's a good life. You know, it's a purposeful life. How do I know this is the right answer? Nobody will tell me. But khud hi create kiya ye construct. So you have to make your own construct in life, and उसके पीछे फिर चले जाओ। You know, like एक बार एक सोच लो कि ऐसे लाइफ जीनी है मेरे को, या तो आप चलो मेरे को बहुत पैसे बनाने हैं, या मेरे को थोड़े पैसे बनाने हैं, थोड़ा मीनिंगफुल काम करना है, जो भी है, और फिर उसके पीछे जाओ चीज के, एंड जस्ट लग जाओ। बट व्हाट डजंट चेंज इज द हार्ड वर्क, द रेंट, द डेली हसल, द डेली ग्राइंड, वो करनी है। वो नहीं करोगे तो आप खुश नहीं रहोगे। इवेंचुअली यू विल गेट बोर्ड इन लाइफ एंड विल लाइक ये क्या जिंदगी है। So I think that's my 2 cents on it. I don't know.
Lovely.
It's a philosophical question.
नहीं
So
फिलोसॉफिकल
philosophical.
नहीं, ये तो मैं भी खुद कंफ्यूज हूँ। मुझे भी लोग पूछते हैं आपको सर आपका गोल क्या है लाइफ का, तो मैं भी उनको आंसर दे देता हूँ जो यूट्यूब पे लोग लाइक ठोक देते हैं, बट दैट्स व्हाई आई एम डूइंग डीप टॉक विद यू राइट नाउ। तो मुझे लगता है, मुझे पर्सनली लगता है कि हर 2-3 साल में गोल चेंज होता है इंसान का। इंजीनियरिंग फर्स्ट ईयर में होते हैं तो फटाफट बड़ा होना है, फाइनल ईयर में नौकरी लेनी है, खत्म। IIM घुसते हैं, SPJain घुसते हैं, FMS घुसते हैं, अंदर जाना है, MBA करनी, खत्म करनी। देन यू स्टार्ट लुकिंग फॉर अ जॉब, एंड देन वंस यू अचीव एवरीथिंग, देन यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग व्हाट इज द गोल ऑफ लाइफ, जो चेतन ने भी राइटली बोला, राइट चेतन?
Maybe I'm at that stage, and that's okay. You know, you are, and but I can. It doesn't mean. I mean, I understand what stage you guys are at, and I'm at this stage because I've done those other stages.
Wow. Okay, next question, Chetan. I'm gonna let Tanmay ask. Tanmay is from IIT, then IIM Ahmedabad. Anisha, you can take one question from WebEx as well. That'll be nice. Tanmay, what's your question? IIM Ahmedabad जा रहा है। ये बंदा बड़ा चलाक है सर, इसने अहमदाबाद कन्वर्ट कर लिया, फ्रेशर अभी डेफर कर रहा है, अभी ये 2 साल जॉब लेने के फिर आगे जा रहे हैं। It's got an interesting question to ask you. Tanmay, go ahead.
Hi Chetan, absolutely love your YouTube videos. My question is that I've heard that during an MBA you can only prioritize 2 out of 3 things, which are either sleep, your relationships, or your academics. So how did you manage all of them together?
Sleep with the relationships. I don't know. किसने बोला आपको ये ऐसे होता है? Who told you? मम्मी ने बोला? पापा ने बोला?
No, you were an institute anchor and you also met your wife at IIM Ahmedabad. So.
I think, see, it is difficult. It is, but it's not like you can't do. You have to. There are a lot of people waste time on the phone today. So this is a very simplest solution is कि वो wasting time on the phone कम कर दे कोई, तो घंटों ही घंटों निकल आते हैं। 2 घंटे भी और हो जाए ना लाइफ में, बहुत कुछ हो जाता है 2 घंटे में। काम एक्चुअली आप देखो तो कितनी देर करता है बंदा दिन में। तो इवन इन ऑफिस जो लोग 10-10, 12-12 घंटे, आई वुड से लाइक इवन इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग नोन फॉर वेरी बैड आवर्स, 12-14 आवर्स अ डे, बैठते हैं वहां जाके, लेकिन एक्चुअल काम कितना करते हैं? वो 6 घंटे ही होता है, यू नो। तो दैट आई हैव सीन इन लाइफ दैट प्रोडक्टिव वर्क इज ओनली 5-6 आवर्स अ डे, and if it's 5-6 hours of productive work every day, day after day, you can get very far in life. What happens is people waste a lot of time also. Don't think that MBA everybody's super efficient and so they are watching like some stupid things on their phone late at night. So they are getting less sleep. So you have to prioritize. I would say, if you ask me, I would prioritize. I can only tell you the priority of these three. I don't think you have to choose two. It's not binary, 2-0. ऐसा नहीं होगा. What may happen is one may be at 90% efficiency, the other at 80, the other at 70. ऐसा हो सकता है. Only two are can, but it will never be like 2-0. You don't have to do it like that. But I would prioritize sleep. You have to sleep. Sleep is very, very important. It's too many studies have come now that without good sleep, you cannot function to your optimal capacity. And then therefore it leads to all kind of problems, health problems, academic problem, focus problems. The effort becomes harder because you have not slept properly. So sleep is most important. I often say that your day begins at the time you go to bed, not when you wake up. Count the day, कितने बजे लाइट बंद हुई, अब दिन मेरा चालू हो गया, because sleep is that important. Okay, then of course academics, because that's what you are doing an MBA for, and then relationships. If the first game is right, then you do second. The second game is right, then go to third game. And if you're not able to do it, then yeah, you just do two. You can't just do sleep, because ultimately, that's not going to get very far. But I think you just have to put the priority right. And I think maybe reduce the number 3, have more, but don't, it's okay if your relationships are less, but sleep cannot be less.
ग्रेट. मतलब मैनेज हो जाता. मैं एक किताब पढ़ रहा था अभी, उसमें
हो जाता है यार.
जो भी आपको प्रायोरिटी है, 3-4 चीजें जो आपको अचीव करनी, स्पेंड लिटिल टाइम ऑन ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. इफ इट्स रिलेशनशिप, इफ इट्स वर्किंग आउट, इफ इट्स लाइक अचीविंग योर गोल, स्टडिंग फॉर कैट, पोस्ट कैट, एक्सेट्रा, व्हाटएवर, यू टच दैट एवरीथिंग एवरी डे. तो इनफैक्ट देयर इज अ बुक कॉल्ड मिरेकल मॉर्निंग, इट आल्सो टॉक अबाउट सेम थिंग. लाइक 6 चीजें आप लोगों को रोज थोड़ा घिसाना पड़ता है, तो एक छूट जाती है डेफिनेटली व्हेन यू आर टू मच इनटू वर्क और डूइंग अ स्टार्टअप. आई आल्सो मिस्ड बसेस कपल ऑफ टाइम्स, so then I can relate to your question. Lovely, lovely. Okay, we've got one more question coming from Karishma. Karishma is gonna be my junior at SPJain Bombay, and she's also a student with us. Karishma, what's your question? Why don't you quickly shoot?
Yes, sir. So, first of all, hi, Chetan, sir. So it's
Hi.
so happy hearing you, and especially like you were talking about marketing. And since I'm going to pursue MBA in marketing, so my question is oriented towards it. We also know that you love writing about contemporary issues. And especially the marketing campaigns many a times face backlash or culture cancelling issue, especially when they are related to certain minority or inclusiveness of certain religion. So at that particular moment, also we have to be creative in marketing. So how do you deal with it, and what are your thought processes about it?
We live in the times of where the marketing is no longer ki magazine mein ad deti, radio pe ad deti, TV pe ad deti. It's still there, but it's not that effective. Most marketing is now done on Facebook and Google. These two guys, Google means all Google properties, whether it's search, YouTube, whatever, and then Facebook also means Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And even on Amazon itself, there is a lot of marketing that happens. Actually, people don't know. People think Amazon is just for buying. But Amazon is a big advertising site also from revenue point of view. So I think therefore, and when you are in these kind of places, it's not just strictly one-way communication. You will have two-way communication. The customer also has the power to reply to you, and therefore, which is both an opportunity, because if you do it right, the customer will get excited and share that, and you'll get virality, and you kind of can benefit from that customer push. But if you get it wrong, you will offend somebody. Now, you don't have to offend everybody, but you can just offend one section, and 90% of people you didn't offend. But the 10% of people, it could be any minority, whatever community, they will come after you. And the 90% who are not affected, they are not going to come and defend you. हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, ठीक है, उनकी प्रॉब्लम है. So you have to be careful about that. So you're right that today brands have to be very careful on every angle. कि यार, who could get pissed off? कोई नाराज तो नहीं हो जाएगा, and does it take away some adventure? Does it take away some risk taking or edginess out of advertising? Yes, it does. But it's just the times we live in. You know, you cannot. Is 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 it always valid? No, it's not even always valid. कि why are people getting so upset with it? छोटी छोटी stupid सी ads पे लोग upset हो जाते हैं और फिर वही कई बार लोगों को लगता है कि brand की फट रही है तो फिर हम करेंगे और you know like people भी मजे लेते हैं फिर. So I think it's tricky now where people are brands do try to do edgy content, brands do want to get that virality, excite people in the right way so that people share, and sometimes they get it wrong and it backfires on them. So you are right. Today's marketing professionals have to be very, very tuned to that. ये नहीं कि बस एक सुंदर सी ad बना के निकाल दी हो गया. अभी वो नहीं है. Reaction क्या होगा? कोई नाराज तो नहीं हो जाएगा. So I think it's unfair, maybe you can say, but you can also say it's little bit fair because now customer also has a say. भाई हम भी बोलेंगे आपको.
Super. Super. Wisely said. चेतन, अभी हम सेशन का थोड़ा टोन अलग करेंगे. पढ़ाई की बातें बहुत हो चुकी हैं. अभी हम सेशन का नाम रहेगा जिंदगी का ज्ञान. और अभी आप अपने सक्सेस मंत्र हमारे साथ शेयर करेंगे और मैं आपको टफ क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा. और 805 लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं. चेतन, आई थिंक आपको एक शाउट आउट देना पड़ेगा इनको लाइक ठोकने के लिए.
मेरे को एक बात बताओ, पर 925 लाइक कैसे हो गए? 766 में कईयों के पास दो बटन है, मेरे पास दो डिवाइस.
मम्मी का फोन पकड़ के.
हाँ, तो अब लोगों को जिन्होंने लाइक नहीं किया प्लीज लाइक दबा दो यार. अभी अच्छा वही नमस्ते कर दो जरा, और पापा का भी फोन लो और मम्मी का भी फोन लो और उससे भी लाइक दबा दो, ताकि पूरा दिन उनको कैटकिंग के वीडियो दिखाता रहेगा फोन.
मैं इनको ओवर कंटेंट देता हूँ. आई एम लाइव एट एवरी डे.
वो अच्छा खासा वो लोग भजन वजन देखते होंगे. अब ऐसे राहुल बाबा का कंटेंट आएगा.
Let's talk about content. Chetan, few tips about how to. I want serious tips. हाँ, ये सब लोगों को आजकल YouTuber बनना है. In fact, I was invited by one of the IIMs to give a talk on how to be a YouTuber as well. I'm going to ask you this question. You started your journey, I think last year, COVID के time पे ही, right?
हाँ, जो like May में last year, हमें जो एक साल हो गया around.
आप last year मेरे channel पे आए थे तो you had somewhere around I think 15,000 subscribers odd. And which was like यही टाइम था, मई का टाइम था. एंड नाउ यू आर किलिंग इट. तो भाई पहली बात तो चेतन सर का चैनल भी फॉलो करो और जिनको जाके देखना है, he's done amazing content. आपको आधा शार्क टैंक वहां पे मिलेगा और बहुत ही और आधे सीईओज वहीं पे मिलेंगे. तो या चेतन, हाउ टू स्टार्ट अ यूट्यूब चैनल. आजकल सबको यूट्यूबर बनना है. कहीं को पढ़ाई वाला बनना है, किसी को मेकअप बनना है, इंस्टाग्राम इन्फ्लुएंसर बनना है. व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दैट? How is your journey? I mean, I know you're already a brand. आपका तो नाम ही चलता है, आपकी किताबें भी चलती रहती है. अभी आप बेस्ट सेलर कर रहे हैं. मैं अभी एयरपोर्ट से आ रहा था तो still चेतन भगत is there in the top 10. आपकी नई बुक भी थी. Around I think 3 months back you launched it, right? 3 महीने 2 महीने हो गए. Yeah. It was in the stands there. But yes, how to start the channel? इनको भी start करना तो क्या टिप्स हैं आपकी?
Firstly, thank you guys. 1000 likes मेरे होते हुए हैं. So thank you. हमेशा यही नहीं कि मैं मांगता रहता हूँ. I also acknowledge. You guys have shown a lot of love today, so thank you. And YouTuber, yeah, I am actually honestly not expert because like you said, मुझे तो एक साल का ही experience है. फिर कई लोग YouTuber being as an art, but I can tell so much from telling this experience. आसान नहीं है. It's quite tough because it's like a treadmill of content. आप एक अपना TV चैनल चला रहे हो एक तरह से, and basically people who watch your channel are watching other things too. They're watching TV, they're watching Netflix, they're watching movies. So even though they know कि भाई एक उसका बस YouTube channel है, they don't expect the same special effects on the movies here, but they expect good content. Something about the content has to appeal to them, and so the content has to be good. It has to be regular, and it has to be a lot. So it is. मतलब हर किसी का बस का नहीं है ये करना. थोड़े you have to be a certain way. Well, you have to like talking to people. You have to have things to share. You have to have things to say, and you have to be willing to work very hard for it. And it's satisfying though. It's really satisfying. I never thought I'd enjoy it so much. I can do much better. I'm not because I do other things also. But there are people who work even harder than me on YouTube. Very lucky. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if it was 15. I think it was like 150 when we spoke, and now it's like 579,000.
100 बाद में हुए थे. The day we started talking, I think.
Yeah. But it was very less. And of course, you know, sometimes subscribers. But you know, it's and the other thing I would tell you is, it's only works when you don't think in terms of numbers so much.
Hmm.
You can't. You just have to say कि मुझे ये content, this content agrees with my heart and मैं दे रहा हूँ. कोई पता नहीं, कोई वीडियो मेरे को लगता है नहीं चलेगा, इतना चल जाता है. कहीं जो मुझे लगता है कि बहुत अच्छा बनाया है, वो लोगों को नहीं इतना अच्छा लगता. तो इट्स क्वाइट, तो ठीक है, मतलब वो तो अलग है. The metrics are one, but it's mostly like जो देखता है उसको अच्छा लगता है. Like I like the comments that come on my channel. People, and like even now people are enjoying this. वो अच्छा लगता है. तो
Right.
कम ज्यादा ठीक है यार, लोग आते रहे जाते रहे, उसमें क्या कर सकते हैं. नंबर्स तो किसी के भी आ जाते हैं. एक मैंने देखा ऐसे, एक लड़की शॉर्ट्स पहन के चपातियां बना रही किचन में, उसके 2 करोड़ व्यू थे. तो अभी मैं क्या करूँ? तो मैं भी वो करूँ, मैं भी चपातियां बनाना शुरू करूँ. आई डोंट नो. So so it's fine. That's not it. I think the idea is to give good content. At least for my channel, I want to give something which will last. आप कभी भी मेरा वीडियो देखो, you learn something, and it, yeah, I'm not in the entertainment business in that channel there. I will say it in an entertaining way, maybe 2-3 jokes in the video, ये वो. But the purpose is कि लोगों को हिलाना है थोड़ा, और बदलना है, उनका माइंड बदलना, दिमाग का rewiring करना है. So
Great.
that's the idea.
All right. This is amazing. And you just pick up with the topic and then start consistent content बनाते जाओ. What connects with people, and then ये analytics वगैरह. अच्छा, एक और question जो सब लोग पूछते हैं, ये वाला वीडियो तो अगर हम segregate करके डाल देंगे वायरल होगा. How much money I earn from YouTube? ये आपने वीडियोस देखे हैं, हर यूट्यूबर बनाता है. तो how
हाँ,
much
क्यों ये?
लोगों को जानना है
यार
ना
मैं,
कि
YouTube is not a big part of my income. I mean, to be honest, it's not. I do make some money. I have left the monetization on, not because it's like for the money so much, because वो YouTube ही नाराज हो जाएगा. YouTube बोलेगा यार ये तो हमारी दुकान पे आ गए हैं, अपना ना इनको पैसे चाहिए पर हमें तो चाहिए. तो फिर YouTube के सेक के लिए मैंने monetization ऑन कर दिया है. Yeah, we know the metrics. It's pretty decent. I mean, it can get to a couple of lakhs a month sometimes. It can be less. It can be only one. It can be couple. But like I said, that is just not the purpose. We make more money from sometimes brand types. If someone wants to be, if YouTube is like, but it helps me. If you honestly ask me, marketing wise, it's a great marketing tool for my motivation. इतने सालों से मैं motivation talks companies में जा के दे रहा था, किसी को नहीं पता था क्या करता हूँ. But now because of YouTube, people know, and therefore we are getting a lot of invites for the events. पहले कोरोना में वो बंद हो गए थे, so now the events are coming back. So then we make a lot of money, to be honest, because my appearances, my traveling to a city, giving a talk is expensive. I'm telling you guys because all MBAs or future MBAs here, तो यहाँ business की बात कर सकते हैं यार. Business जरूरी है, धंधा तो करना है सर.
But
हम सब
YouTube
यहाँ.
advertising doesn't pay much. What people are crazy about YouTube पे कितना पैसा है, कितना पैसा है, मतलब इतना है.
YouTube advertising is not the game. That is not the game. You have to use YouTube to, like, even CATKing has a YouTube game, but and you are a YouTuber, but the main brand is CATKing, right? But this is a great way to market CATKing and still doing something useful for people.
True.
I think that's good.
And if people enjoy your content and if you are able to deliver a value to them, they'll buy. That's what I have felt. They're all students with us, and they've come from YouTube. That's the reason. But yeah, so cutting the long story short, advertising से इतना पैसा नहीं आता. But हाँ, if 1 lakh rupees a month excites you, मेरा ballpark math है, Chetan. I mean, you would agree maybe 40,000 से 50,000 रुपए on a million views is normally the
something.
game. Yeah.
And it depends on कितना बड़ा video है, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, overall,
so that's not that much, right? That's not that much.
Yeah. And if you're getting 2 million plus view, I get touching 1.5 million. तो आप assume कर सकते हो 60-70 हजार मेरा आता है. Chetan is earning around
okay, यार.
That's okay. But yeah, that can help you if you're starting
समोसे खा
up.
सकते हैं. समोसे आ जाते हैं.
ये चेतन दुबई में रहते हैं, इनके समोसे आते हैं 70,000 के.
नहीं, आज मैं चेन्नई में हूँ एक्चुअली. इडली आ जाती है, इडली डोसा.
चलो ठीक है. I think
my
really
in-laws are having, by the way, my in-laws, the 2 states, so we are in Chennai because my in-laws are having their 50th wedding anniversary here. So it's the reunion of 2 states happening.
वो वैसे ही है जैसे मूवी में दिखाए हैं.
अभी तो नहीं यार, इतना तमाशा होना होता है पर. हाँ.
और I'm sure आपके डैड तो वैसे नहीं है जैसे मूवी में
नहीं. कोई भी वैसा इतना नहीं है, तो ड्रामा होते हैं। मैं भी तो ऐसे डांस थोड़ा कर रहा था अहमदाबाद कैंपस में, कम ऑन है, हर चीज तो नहीं लिटरली ले सकते।
So many things. Chetan, tough questions more. बस 2-3 question और then I'm going to wrap it up. अच्छा, before that, anybody else who's left? Mahavayash, Amika or Anisha, any question from the WebEx chat? Somebody has asked. कुछ interesting है तो पूछिए.
We have a lot of questions from WebEx, but I'll take one of them, which is, so there's a lot of students have mentioned that, you know, everyone says you are doing an MBA for a job. After how many years do you think it's good to leave the job and do your own startup? Is there a benchmark?
I mean, there cannot be a benchmark ना यार. I know people who have never worked, वो campus placement से ही बाहर हो गए, उन्होंने करा ही नहीं, and they just wanted to do their business. I just interviewed, actually it will come in a few days, Vinita Singh from Sugar Cosmetics. She got a 1 crore offer from an investment bank. She didn't take it, and she started a startup which failed. It wasn't Sugar. Sugar came much later for her. You please do watch that video when it comes. We have done a deep talk with her. So, and she was, you know, living in some rented shared room in Powai, paying and drawing a salary of 10,000 rupees a month. That is from her own startup, for which they had raised some money. And there are people like that. Now, if you are like that, then do it, right? But there are some who work for a few years, कि भाई थोड़े बहुत पैसे तो बचा कर रखे हो, you know, and there are some who do it after 10 years. So I can't say what your risk appetite is. You're telling me to give benchmarks on something like what is your risk tolerance, and that's different for different people, you know. There's all kinds of, like Yashish Dhaya, who I interviewed for Policy Bazaar. He worked in one job, but he left it very soon. Like he left it in 1 or 2 years only. So depends. But I also know people who left after 15 years. I left after 11 years. I mean, I'm not running a startup, but whatever I'm doing, if you can call it entrepreneurship. But yeah, I would after 11 years. So it really varies, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to continue this question. This is a lovely answer. Chetan, are you a risk taker? Because I am not. But are you a risk taker?
I am. I think I am. I am not as much now because Abhi kar liya, you know, and you shouldn't be taking. But I think I am. I think I definitely am above average. I'm not a huge risk taker, calculated risk taker. But I think I'm definitely in the top 25th percentile of risk takers.
Okay.
Even if not the top 5% or
yeah,
but definitely I think I am. So are you? You are just saying it. You are also.
No, I'm not. I was
but
working
you should
in
be
G.
then. तो LIC में नौकरी कर रहे होते आज आप.
मेरी LIC G थी. I was in General Electric in the leadership program, cushy job, and then I thought जब मेरा खुद का startup मेरे को same salary देना शुरू कर देगा तो मैं छोड़ूंगा. It took me 1 year, and वही mom G की नौकरी कौन छोड़ता है? G is like Tata for the world.
But you did leave
it,
ना? छोड़ ही गए ना?
I did, of course. Then the risk came, but वैसा नहीं कि मेरे को चाहिए नहीं नौकरी पहले साल ही.
नहीं, but you did do it, and a lot of people can't do it.
Yeah, वैसा देखा जाए on those things, yes. But I know some people who are like, मेरे को ये चाहिए नहीं, मेरे को Google में काम ही नहीं करना है, मेरे को खुद का करना है.
हाँ, वो अलग है. वो top 5% है,
1% I would say. Great.
अपने को नहीं चाहिए, हाँ बस.
Chetan, पिछली बार हमारी discussion हुई थी, and Chetan and me always argue over this. We don't have a benchmark for money. But when do you feel you start getting rich, यार? मतलब कितना पैसा तक आपको कमाते जाना है?
ये कैसे करते हैं क्वेश्चन तो पूछता है कि कैसे कोई बताए. I don't know. I mean, you know, I told last time also they've done studies like like I think it's some $80,000 to $100,000 a year, which makes उसके ऊपर लोगों को ज़्यादा खुशी नहीं मिलती पैसे के साथ, which is abroad. So that's just the scientific evidence on happiness levels with money. Of course, there's no limit. But that's like around 50-60 lakhs a year, 4-5 lakhs a month. Now that's abroad. India is cheaper, so maybe you can half it at least, if not 1/3. So maybe 2-3 lakhs a month के बाद, you will not find people finding their life. मतलब बहुत ही ज़्यादा मजे आ गए, वो नहीं होगा. But up to 2-3 lakhs, the curve of enjoying life may be pretty linear. जितने ज़्यादा पैसे उतने मजे. But I think एक पॉइंट के बाद उतने मजे नहीं आते और पैसे होने से. In fact, they have done studies for you economics people. If you have too much money, the marginal utility of money can become negative.
Yeah.
बिकॉज
Yeah.
आपके पास एक सर्टेन लेवल तक पैसा है तो ठीक है, पर उसके बाद वो पैसे से आपका लाइफस्टाइल तो नहीं चेंज हो रहा है, लेकिन वो पैसा संभालना आसान नहीं है.
Right.
तो उस पैसे संभालना आपको हेडेक दे रहा है, एंग्जाइटी दे रहा है. इसको ठीक से इन्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं, ठीक से कोई ले गया तो ये हो गया वो गया. तो इट्स लाइक दैट आल्सो हैपेंस विद मनी फ्रॉम अ हैप्पीनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. बट इफ योर ईगो इज लाइक कि और जितना पैसा है उतना ईगो है, तो वो तो कोई लिमिट नहीं है. बट आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू दैट्स हाउ लाइफ आई थिंक इज. सो इन इंडिया 2-3 लाख से मंथ तक तो आप मजे करते जाओगे, उसके बाद फिर कम हो जाएंगे.
एक गाड़ी एक घर बुक हो गया, ईएमआई जानी शुरू हो गई, उसके बाद भी 1-1.5 लाख बैंक में बच गया. तो which is at age of 25 mostly for all the MBA students, 25-26 तक ये वाली सिचुएशन आनी शुरू हो जाएगी. then you'll find peace in travel. मेरे को मनाली में घर रहना है, वैसे सपने आने शुरू हो जाएंगे.
और अगर कंपटीशन में पड़ जाओगे तो अलग बात है कि मेरा बैचमेट इतने
How you stay away from competition? That's one thing which has been bothering me.
by knowing this, having this knowledge, yeah, it's pointless. उससे ज्यादा लाख कमाने मैंने तो उससे कोई मतलब नहीं.
Right. अपना देखो तुम्हें जो करना है. Great. So last 2 questions for the day, then we're going to get Chetan going.
Last 2 questions, yeah.
Last 2 questions. Before that, Amika, you have something to ask. Amika भी internship करके आई है. ये सर day 0 placed है, हमारी बच्ची है ये. अमिका नाम बता देते हैं. डाबर में placed है और अभी बस internship खत्म करके बॉम्बे ज्वाइन किया and day -1 है in fact from Narsi Monji.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. So my question will be very different from, I guess, the other panelists, because I have completed half my journey, even though it was online, of course. Now I'm back to campus and I've started my second year. So it was just yesterday that me and my roommate, we came back from our lectures and we were thinking that is it now time that MBA colleges move ahead of what curriculum they are following of case study structure? Because I guess it has been 100 years since schools have been following case studies, and since we have done our internship and we were like, okay, that was a completely different perspective that we got when we went into the market and we did what we did than what was presented in case studies. So what is your take on it? Should there be now a new mechanism? Should we move ahead?
तो पूरा कोर्स ही बदलने वाले हो. Yeah, I mean, there should be evolution. Right. I mean, case study is a very generic term. So, I mean, case study is okay, but what those cases are and how the case studies are put together I don't know if they still do it, but in our time, cases were 20 pages of printed paper. But maybe that needs to change. I mean, the cases can be completely online. There can be all kinds of like different tech used with videos, and maybe some of the people are already doing that. But I think that itself, like a more immersive, that's definitely possible today. Like, why should it be just written? You could maybe have 5 minutes of a Zoom call of that company. Like just I can see innovations coming into teaching styles, and whether you call it a case study or whether you call it something else. Definitely, I agree with you. Yeah, good. Maybe. So you can go into educational reform. But congrats again for your job and everything.
That case study जब तक हार्वर्ड जिंदा है, वो हार्वर्ड केस स्टडी सारे कॉलेजेस के साथ 25 साल का 100 साल का लीव है.
But I like people like this a lot who question, which is this is how I was. And सब बोलते हैं ये क्या बोल रहा है, कुछ भी बोलता है. But how do you change the world? By thinking like this.
Right. Right. I mean, केस स्टडी जो पुरानी पढ़ा रहे हैं, उससे मुझे भी गुस्सा आता है. 1970 की 1980 की AT&T बेल लैब्स का केस स्टडी हमें पढ़ाया था आज से चलो 8 साल पहले, 10 साल पहले. पर फिर भी I mean that's not required now. Maybe things will change. Great. Last 2 questions, Chetan. पहला तो यार difficult question, हाँ, फटाफट. It's a deep talk question, but you don't have to think and you to answer. ठीक है. मुझे किसी ने बोला था कि हमेशा किसी बड़े आदमी को बोलो तो ये वाला क्वेश्चन पूछो, दूसरा मत पूछो, वो मैं बाद में बताऊंगा, नहीं तो आप पकड़ लोगे. The first question is regrets of life.
I should have done more sports. I haven't done sport, so I have to go to work out, like to maintain my fitness. I have to go run and do gym, or I swim, but it's all solitary activities. But I think people who play sport and they're good at sport, उनकी एक्सरसाइज मजे में ही हो जाती है. because they just play basketball and हो गया, and they don't even realize कि 1 घंटे से खेल रहे हैं. So I didn't understand the power of sport and how much fun it can be and how good it is for you. And I think now I do. And अब बैठ के जिम में अकेले डंबल मारो.
The regret is played more sports. Great. Souvik is joining FMS. Chetan, you must have heard about FMS. सुना आप लोग अपने college?
Of course, Delhi. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So FMS is one of the best. I mean, Dream B schools. लोग IIM अहमदाबाद छोड़ रहे हैं भी FMS के लिए because इनका fees बहुत कम है. So 2 lakh में MBA हो जाती है और IIM अहमदाबाद is charging 25 lakhs. Souvik, you have a question to ask. Go ahead, yaar.
My question is that what we have to do in college after we did MBA, don't regret that, oh, I have to did this in my MBA.
You have to take care of your health and you have to make friends. Career, health, relationships, 3 things are needed in life. And if you just focus on career, it's going to be incomplete. So same applies to your college life.
Okay, that's lovely. Great. Last, Chetan, I need a bigger answer to this. This is the last question for the day, and then we're going to let you go. बाकी इनके साथ मैं गुफ्तगू continue करूँगा. Chetan, ये जितने भी आप अपने चैनल पे बहुत ज्ञान देते रहते हो, मैं भी सुनता हूँ बैठ के कभी-कभी. ये 21-year-old काफी lost है लाइफ में. अगर इनको कुछ एक ज्ञान देना हो with your regrets, with your successes, with brand Chetan Bhagat by writing these books, co-authors, friend with Mr. Mittal and the billionaires now, and who exchange ideas, thought process. Ola Cab ki CEO is your friend, and I mean all of those people, and you as a person, being a banker, being IIT, being IIM Ahmedabad, क्या बोलना चाहेंगे? एक लंबा आंसर चाहिए मुझे इसके लिए, which should be like a game changer for them.
Just every day, just think of what you can do to be a better person. And I think all these people, they don't do it for the money. I'm honestly like some of the literally billionaires I've known, they are not in it for the money. They are in it for the desire to change the world, or the number of jobs they create, or the impact they are having on society, or the number of happy customers, or whatever it is, right? I mean, it's not about the money. Just as for CATKing, nothing makes them happier than 2,000 people making it. Okay, profit. Like, what would they rather have? Huge profit at the end of the year, but nobody makes it. Or less profit, but a lot of people make it. So I think that's what true entrepreneurship is. That's what true greatness comes from. And that's what a true meaningful career comes from. A meaningful life comes from. Money is a very good metric. Money is very useful also. Money is very enjoyable also. It's a lot of fun. And I love having money. I don't do things for free. But, it cannot be only about the money. We are human beings. We are not machines. We are not. So, yeah, I think keep that thing in head and then be every day, work hard towards that. That little bit, not too much. Like I said, 5-6 hours a day is a lot of work, and then enjoy your life rest of the time, and yeah, don't drink too much.
Chetan, you said somewhere in, I think I read it long back, be sincere, not serious.
Don't be serious, be sincere.
क्या है वो फंडा क्या है? थोड़ा समझाओ और 21-22 साल वालों के लिए.
Yeah, this only that that have fun. I mean, have fun. You have to have fun in life. Life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be lived also, right? I mean, इतना मैं ज्ञान दे रहा हूँ, ये करो, अचीव करो, ये करो, but it's like ऐसा लगेगा ये बस motivation अंकल आ गया. But I'm not that. I believe in having fun. I have a lot of fun, and I still am having fun. And I see like some 20-year-olds, they don't have fun in life.
Yeah.
So you gotta have fun, man. Life has to be fun. Otherwise, what is life? क्या करोगे? सब कुछ करते ना.
Super. That's so amazing. Chetan, any parting thoughts to all these people? So,
बस यार बहुत आज हो गया. All the best. Go enjoy yourself before you join college. Go. You can travel now. COVID is gone. Please travel. Travel before you join college. Yeah.
Great. All right, everyone who's listening to us, say a big thank you in the chat, and they are all, and you guys, people who are on the Zoom calls and WebEx, just type a thank you. Chetan's going to go. We're going to continue the discussion. Chetan, thanks for joining in, yaar. I'll get on the call with you. Take care, man. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Lovely having you on board. Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, you guys can stay back a little bit more. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed. Yes, no? Shanmukhi and people on the WebEx, Tanmay, Anisha, Karishma, Amika, Shavik.
Yes, yes.
Yes and no,
sir.
ठीक है. All right, great. अच्छा अभी बैठे ही हुए हैं तो मैं अपना YouTube लाइव का भार आपके ऊपर छोड़ दूंगा क्योंकि मुझे आज YouTube लाइव करने को पक रहा है. आज मैं माफी दूंगा और हम डिस्कशन करेंगे थोड़ी सी कैट प्रिपरेशन के बारे में एंड यू गाइस कैन गिव सम टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स टू ऑल दीस पीपल एंड ज्यादा नहीं, थोड़ा सा 5-7 मिनट के लिए. एंड द टॉपिक इज हाउ टू क्रैक कैट. यू गाइस आर टॉपर्स. Anisha, maybe you can send this Zoom link to the WebEx guys as well. किसी को आगे ज्ञान देने का मूड है तो और भी लोग ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं and we can have a small discussion. ठीक है. So we'll start with Mahavish. Mahavish, तेरा क्वेश्चन रह गया. Sorry यार, कान पकड़ के.
अरे नहीं सर, वो आंसर कर ही दिया था उन्होंने, तो मतलब रेपिटेटिव हो जाता.
ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है. मैं सोच रहा था महाविश हुई है कि नहीं हुई है, फिर मैं थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो गया. ठीक है.
कोई नहीं.
Nevertheless, let's begin यार. अच्छा, people who are listening to us, people who are still live with us right now, let's start with Mahavish and we'll go to Shanmukhi and Karishma. Shanmukhi, Karishma, I need just a few lines about you guys and what's your profile? How was your CAT preparation going on? क्या किया? Was it ups and downs? Was it a smooth ride? And क्या advice देना चाहते हो आप लोगों को? Because now you guys are role model. And imagine you were listening to the YouTube videos last year on the other side, you know, किसी topper का video देख रहे थे और and getting inspiration. Now you are there. And you guys are all joining one of the best of the colleges. और ये WebEx पे भी और 250-300 लोग और हैं, उनको भी हम लिंक भेज देते हैं, उनमें से भी कोई आगे तो उनसे भी बात कर लेंगे. ठीक है. So let's start with Mahavish. Mahavish, your 10th 12th scores, profile and everything, and we'll get started from there. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Just before that, एक बार मैं इनसे परमिशन ले लेता हूँ. हाँ भैया, जनता जो थक तो नहीं चुके हो आप लोग बैठ के वहां पे? People on the chat, YouTube वाली जनता थक तो नहीं चुके हो ना भाई? All good ना? ठीक है ठीक है. Okay, there's a slight delay. Let me just check. Okay, great. Okay, नहीं, they're still alive. ठीक है, चलिए भैया शुरू कर रहे हैं. जिन लोगों ने क्वेश्चन, 680 people are still live, so let's begin. स्ट्रीम को लाइक ठोक दीजिए. मेरी बात तो सुनते नहीं हो, चेतन की बात सुन ली तो वहां सबने लाइक ठोक दिया. 1000 लाइक हो गया और 680 लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं. Mahavish, let's begin. How to prepare for CAT in 1 year, or what is the strategy? How many months did you take?
Yeah, hi everyone. So I took around 6 to 7 months to prepare for CAT. I am from a non-engineering background. In fact, I have done literature for my undergrad. So it was a bit difficult to do quant. That was my biggest challenge. But I remember Rahul Sir saying that, you know, in CAT, एक section फोड़ के आना, and, you know, your percentile boosts up. So for me, that was VARC. So I think that advice really helped me a lot. And, you know, you should get one section where you know, hone your skills that much that you can do well in that section, or matlab four do. So I think that, and the most important thing for me is, you know, just holding on. Even when, you know, some mocks are bad, some days are bad, even if you just hold on and you just continue your rigor, I think it's not that difficult of an exam to get through. So just holding on, yeah.
Superb. That's so amazing. That's so amazing. Thanks for, and what is the verbal ability percentile?
So 99.3, I think. I don't remember now.
Proud of you, girl. Proud of you. Superb, yaar, super. And all the best to your time at MDI Gurgaon. And tu kal MDI ki session mein bhi thi. Hope CATKing was helpful in your journey as well.
Of course, sir. Of course, your videos were a constant source of motivation. The dashboard was amazing. For GDPI, it was, you know, before every interview, to calm my nerves, I used to go through the dashboard and just read all the experiences. It was of great help.
And life was good. All right, that's so lovely. Great, let's begin. Shanmukhi, what's your take? IIM Ahmedabad 99.28 percentile in CAT, killed it. A lot of more people are joining in. Hey Anushka, welcome. Hey Shreyansh, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Great, great, great. Hi
Thank
Shanmukhi.
you, sir.
Hi, sir. Yeah, so my strategy was CAT was totally on just don't give up, you know. That was my only motivation, because there were times when I had really low scores. And CAT actually tests not just your skills, but it actually tests your patience. And for me, I had to keep my calm through the entire process and on the D-Day as well. So yeah, I just suggest everybody to, you know, to always stay positive.
Super. And what was the profile like? Quickly, if you can give a brief about your profile.
I have done my engineering in computer science, and I have around 1.5 years of work after that.
Okay, lovely. 1.5 years experience, computer science, 99.28.
Yes.
And IIM Ahmedabad. Engineer, right?
Yes, sir.
Lovely, yaar. And any one section, did you kill any one section? Verbal, quant, DLR?
No, DILR, I had a 99.8 percentile.
Lovely, lovely. Great, yaar, great. And hope the dashboard and everything was helpful, all the gyan.
I took the dashboard only for GDPI, and the dockets were very much helpful for me.
You're helpful. The mock interviews and stuff and those live sessions.
Yes, very much.
Badhiya, badhiya. This is so amazing. Thanks, Shanmukhi, for your advice. And they're all बढ़ भी गए हैं लोग. Great. Let's begin. Karishma, you joining SP? ये बंदी सबसे प्यारी. ये मेरी junior बनने वाली. इसलिए मैं इसको सबसे प्यारी बोल रहा हूँ. She's joining SPJain and coming to my family. And welcome to SPJIMR again. And क्या scene है, Karishma? Talk about your profile, your CAT personnel. Though इसका CAT personnel कम है as compared to Mahavish और हमारी Shanmukhi, and but she has killed the interview process as well. Karishma, how to crack CAT?
Yes, sir. So like exactly the thing you were mentioning about my percentile. So personally, I was also not very happy. And after giving CAT exam, I was like, I'm not going to make it. But you know, I had put so much effort from the inner core of me that I really wanted so badly. And when I get this profile-based call for SPJ and some other calls also, I knew what it meant for me. And throughout the journey, I felt I was enjoying. I was doing it for my own sake. I was enjoying the process. So that all reflected on that day. And luckily and gratefully, everything happened. So, you know, don't just fake it. Do it for your own sake and enjoy the process. That's all I want to say.
सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा.
Yeah.
क्या बात है. And what other calls you have?
So I converted MDI also, both of their programs, IIT Delhi and Nagpur. And luckily, all the calls that I got, I were able to convert it.
Great. बहुत ही बढ़िया, बहुत. God bless you. And hope the dashboard, everything, videos kept you motivated.
Yes, sir. Especially one thing that, the people that get connected, especially the students, they share their experiences with you and you tell about your experiences and other alumni or peers come here. So that really kind of helped us because that is the practicality which they tell us. So that is all helping us in a way which we never realized.
Super. That's lovely. और तुम्हें जाने नहीं दूंगा मैं. हाँ, तुम्हें चेतन सर से मिलवाया. तुम्हें अगले साल आके ज्ञान देना है बच्चों को. जब इनका GDPI कॉल आए, कन्वर्ट करवाने हैं. ठीक है, Shanmukhi, Karishma and Mahavish and everyone.
बिल्कुल सर.
Great. That's sweet. Okay, quickly the next one. Tanmay, IIT IIM, ये बड़ा नटखट आदमी. ये ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो IIM कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं, फिर बोलते हैं नहीं मुझे ज्वाइन नहीं करना है, मुझे वर्क एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए. तो Tanmay wants to share his story. Tanmay फटाफट बता. प्रोफाइल बता. थोड़ा 10th 12th के नंबर भी लोग पूछ रहे हैं यार. प्लीज अपना प्रोफाइल बता दीजिए, 10th 12th के नंबर बता दीजिए, इंजीनियर और नॉन इंजीनियर वो बता दो, और कैसे तुमने कैट प्रिपरेशन किया, बस इतना बता दो फटाफट. यस तन्मय, गो अहेड.
Hi sir. So my profile is my 10th score is 96.8, 12th is 95.6, and my graduation CPI is 8.92. I'm a fresher, and I converted IIM on the back. For me, my CAT preparation was not बहुत जैसे standard नहीं था. I gave a few mocks which जिससे I realized कि मेरे strengths क्या हैं, मेरी weaknesses क्या हैं. I just focused on my strengths. Weaknesses को जैसे मेरे को geometry में नहीं question solve थी, मैंने छोड़ दिया पूरा. ये questions दिखेंगे geometry के मैं छोड़ दूंगा. And this is what I did in the exams. Luckily or what, I don't know, it came off. And I think after giving the exams, I felt like if you just focus on your strengths and if you're able to cover 70% of the syllabus only, that is also good enough to make it to the best practice. So whatever you're doing, just make sure that you are very good at it.
Great.
So this was my strategy.
Superb. And hope CATKing was helpful. Dashboard was on point. Everything was good.
Yes, the CATKing dashboard was very helpful. I prepared for all my interviews.
Superb. Great. अमिका तो सबसे बड़ी बच्ची है हमारी यहाँ पे. अमिका तो भी ग्रेजुएट होने वाली है. फर्स्ट ईयर खत्म हो चुका है. But Amika has killed the highest placement. Amika, I'm going to ask you a different question. पहले वो CAT journey तो बता, अपनी NMAT journey बता. She was one of the toppers of NMAT. उसके बाद day 0 placement. How to get day 0 placement? पहले तो वो बता यार. ये interesting question है. इनको भी help हो जाएगा.
Right. So I think when I converted in NMIMS Mumbai, and the first interaction that I had with Anisha ma'am, so I asked her that, ma'am, okay, what do I do now? That is converted. So what is the next step forward? And then she guided me. So I think that came in handy for me, that CATKing came into the picture, and then they told me that your journey doesn't end here. because as soon as you enter MBA, it'll be very rigorous. You have to prepare a CV. You should already have all the resources aligned. So I think because I was pre-informed, I was a step ahead maybe. So I prepared my CV. It was a full one-pager. Of course, even though I didn't have a lot of work ex, I still prepared a one-pager CV because your shortlists depend on your CV. Converting the interview is in your hand, of course, but your shortlist do depend on your CV. So please do, everyone, prepare a one-pager CV. And yes, after that, interviews, of course. You, of course, have to prepare some hygiene questions and go follow the ideas that are aligned to you. But other than that, try to identify what works for you. Okay, you all have something that is very specific to you. Try to find that. For example, my personal, I guess, a star point for me was that I'm a good storyteller, maybe. So whatever question you ask me, I will throw in a personal story. It might be very minute, but I'll throw in a personal story for it. So I think that worked for me during my interview, and I was able to impress the interviewers. But yeah, I guess you'll all suddenly enter into the grind, and it'll be worth it for sure.
Superb, superb. And this was how many people got through Dabur through your campus?
The only one, that was me.
Okay, great. So people of CATKing family, इसका contact ले लीजिए. अगर एक भी बंद बनना है, day zero placement लेनी है, and Dabur is like one of the esteemed company to work for among FMCGs of the world, PNG, HUL, Dabur, Marico, और अनीशा मैम की Marico है, तो this is so amazing. Thanks. Shovik, FMS. Shovik, तू बता यार क्या तेरी कहानी है FMS की, and how did you kill it? What is the CAT preparation strategy?
According to me, the time management is the main thing. You have to care about it, and the speed and accuracy, you have to go through that. Means you have a good speed, but you don't have the accuracy, it will not get you into FMS or something other colleges. Selecting right questions at the time, if you're not confident in that, you don't have to select that. You can skip that. Section wise strategies, the mock test which is available on the dashboard is really good, helpful. And the sir, which is tell the last minute discussion, which will happen in the last days, is very helpful for us for cracking it. This is the strategy according to me.
Superb. So, अच्छा, you attended those last 1 week to CAT, 1 day to CAT, etc. वो भी run कर रहा था क्या?
Yes.
अरे क्या बात है, क्या बात है. लोग मुझे कुछ सवाल जवाब करते हैं यार, आप तो 6 months to CAT भी करते हो, 5 months to CAT. मैं बोलता हूँ यार, हमें बताने वाला कोई नहीं था उस टाइम पे, you know, at least because we are going through the journey. 5 months रह गए, what should I do? You know, 4 months रह गए, syllabus खत्म हो गया, नहीं हुआ है, 3 days रह गए. In fact, I was live in night as well 1 day before. Thanks man, thanks Shovik, and congrats यार. FMS it is यार, amazing school, मजे करने हैं. सबसे पार्टी ऑन तेरी है भाई, तू 2 लाख में MB कर रही है, बेचारे गरीब लोग बाकी लोन लेंगे एंड 25-26 लाख देंगे. Superb. So there are nearly 40 plus of you guys who are joining in from the family. So there are all add to the WhatsApp group. उसके बारे में बताता हूँ. Okay, Anushka is joining. I am Rohtak. Anushka, thanks for joining in.
Hi, sir. Sir, I actually converted rest of the caps as well. So as of now, I'm joining Raipur.
Raipur. Okay, great. Congratulations. Raipur is doing really amazing.
Thank you, sir. So I'll say for me, one advice which I'll give is it's actually never too late to start your preparations. You know how people just go like, oh my God, only like 4 months are left or 3 months are left. I'm here sitting here and I only prepared like 2 months and I did it. And one thing like जो section आता है वो फोड़ दो in your language, I'll say कि जो कर सकते हो वो करो. For me, that was verbal. I scored almost like it was 97.35 percentile in verbal. What I got. So yeah, for me that is what helped me crack and like got me the calls because of it. And obviously ये पता चलता है when you solve the mocks. So just try to practice your mocks and see what's your strong point really. That really helps. And again, CAT is not an exam where you have to like solve all the questions. You really don't. You need to prioritize where you have to work, which section is your strong point, and you go ahead with that. So
Super.
definitely that was something that helped me. And the what PI course, that was great and really helped me through the interviews. So
Great.
thank you for that, sir.
अरे क्या बात है, मेरा फर्ज है यार. एंड मेरा काम होता है बस डायरेक्शन देना, तुम्हारा काम होता है जस्ट टेक द बैटन एंड रन एज फास्ट एज पॉसिबल. एंड यू किल्ड इट. कांग्रेट्स. Great.
Thank you, sir.
Sabyasachi, welcome. Sabyasachi, any share a journey. कौन सा कॉलेज ज्वाइन कर रहा है अभी? कैन यू हियर मी राइट नाउ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead, Sabir.
Yes, sir. I said good evening. So, I from starting, if I can say that I on the particular CAT day, I messed up in the quant part. Like some previously said, I just can score only the 3 of the quant question. But as I scored on the other parts, so your YouTube journey and the YouTube videos really motivate me. And then I joined the CATKing GDPI courses from the start. That's from the last month of December. And then the dashboard and the everyday classes, everyday marketing Mondays, and finance Fridays, and the other classes, all of them, and your sessions and Anisha ma'am sessions, Sudhanshu sir sessions, all of them have helped me in a great extent. And luckily, or through the journey, I have converted all my calls, and I have converted actually that FMS BHU and DOMS NIT Trichy and IIMI Kolkata. So currently I have taken admission for the MBA course at FMS BHU, and I will be joining in upcoming month.
Superb. That's so amazing. ठीक है यार, great. That's so amazing. Thank you so much for joining in. थोड़ा session delayed हो गया. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion with Chetan Bhagat as well. Yes or no?
Yes.
It was fun?
Absolutely.
It was fun. बहुत ही बढ़िया यार. Thanks for joining in once again. Anisha, do you have that slide handy? तुम्हें एक चीज दिखानी है, which is going to be really helpful. I'll just show it to you. मेरे 2 cents हैं before till the time Anisha ma'am shares that. You are joining B school. This is the highest degree you're trying to get on this earth. Okay. इसके बाद PhD कोई नहीं करता है, और किसी को जबरदस्ती डॉक्टर टैग लगाना हो तो करते हैं, ठीक है. एंड इसको एंजॉय तो करना है, पढ़ाई भी करनी है. डिसाइड कर लेना, देयर आर 20 थिंग्स टू बी डन. I'll pick up 7, 8, 9, 10, and these 10 things I'll excel and I'll be known for. That's very important. ये लोगों को बात समझ नहीं आती है. You try to excel in 100 things, nothing will happen. A lot of people tell me, sir, CATKing करते हो, IIT JEE भी कोचिंग करवा लो, ये भी कोचिंग करा लो, ये भी. मैं यार नहीं करना है, मुझे एक चीज करनी है, पर एक्सेल करना है, you know. And you pick up few things and take it to the moon. But at the same time, don't ignore finance subjects if you are going into marketing. Karishma, SPJain बॉम्बे जा रही है, मार्केटिंग वालों को अलग कर देते पहले दिन से अलग नहीं करते, बट हाँ फिर भी मतलब वो अलग माइंड सेटअप. एंड वी स्टॉप स्टडीइंग फाइनेंस. एंड इफ यू वांट टू बिकम अ CFO, इट्स ऑल अबाउट फाइनेंस. एंड नाउ मार्केटिंग इज ऑल अबाउट एक्सेल शीट्स नाउ एज वेल, राइट? तो इसलिए प्लीज, क्यों अमिका, am I right? अमिका तो बन चुकी है मार्केटर, डाबर में काम कर रही है, तो
yes sir, I guess a lot of Excel. PPT was, I guess, Excel exceeded PPT.
Yep. Your summer internship is going to be full of Excel sheets, full of number crunching. चाहे एडवर्टाइजिंग भी करनी है ना, तुम्हें नंबर क्रंचिंग ही करनी चाहिए, समझा? तुम्हें नंबर क्रंचिंग ही करनी है, कम व्हाट में. So any which ways, and definitely what Chetan also said, enjoy this journey. You'll have friends, you'll have enemies, you'll have girlfriends, you'll have boyfriends, you'll have everything. Okay, you'll have everything on the platter. But remember, best of the brains of the country put together at IIM Ahmedabad, at FMS, at SPJain. तो उतने कटथ्रोट भी होंगे वो. हाँ, 2.5 लाख लोगों में से 480, 500 or people, Shanmukhi, you're reaching out there, right? So imagine those college toppers we used to have in the college who were like all like shrewd in their own category. So you'll have shrewd engineers, you'll have shrewd non-engineers, you'll have shrewd CAs, etc. तो इसलिए थोड़ा कटथ्रोट तो होगा. There's a concept called RG. I'll not spill the beans. That is, IIMs are famous for that, especially Ahmedabad. Shanmukhi, you live that life as well. Don't take peer pressure. Don't take peer pressure at all. बहुत प्रेशराइज होने वाले अगले 3 महीने, मतलब वाट लगने वाली तुम्हारी. बट बी इन द प्रेशर. ऐसा भी नहीं है कि तुम प्रेशर को बोलो मैं तो प्रेशर ले रहा हूँ. नो, बी इन द प्रेशर. पर इतना नहीं कि मुझे फोन करके बोल रहे, सर दिस इज MBA, you never told us, like holy shit, this is the life. And I get phone calls, I assure on God. FMS की लास्ट टाइम हमारी स्टूडेंट का मुझे फोन आ गया था, हर बार एक ना, सर ये होता है, इतना तो कोई पता ही नहीं था. बट एनी व्हिच वेज, नेक्स्ट 3 मंथ्स आर गोइंग टू बी रियली रिगरस. 3 primarily, फिर 6, फिर उसके बाद लोग बोलते हैं प्रेशर कम हो जाता है. प्रेशर कम नहीं होता, आदत पड़ जाती है. आदत पड़ जाती है. माय लास्ट 2 sentences, enjoy B school competitions as much as possible. Anisha, we can share this later on. Enjoy B school competitions as much as possible. हर B school competition के अंदर अपना तुम्हारा application तो जाना ही चाहिए. Go and find a small team, preferably, and be friends with outside college guys as well. Like यहाँ पे तुम लोग कितने कॉलेज, MD गुड़गांव की महावश है, तो मेहवश जाएगी किसी कॉम्पिटिशन्स की. अगर एलुमनाई कोऑर्डिनेटर रहेगी तो उससे दोस्ती करके रखो. शॉर्टलिस्टिंग में जुगाड़ तो नहीं आएगा, बट यू कैन ऑलवेज हैव अ से. अगर आपको प्राइज मनी डिले हो रहा है तो मैं हमेशा आपको फोन करके, यार वो प्राइज मनी वो जो हमेशा डिले होता है अगले साल आता है, प्राइज मनी आपको तो वो आपको हेल्प हो जाएगा, राइट. सभ्यसाची एफएमएस जा रहा है तो ये सोविक एफएमएस वो बीएचयू जा रहा है, या आईएम रायपुर जा रही है, तो हैव दीस फ्रेंड्स. एंड नाउ देयर आर 20 आईएम्स, लाइफ इज सो गुड. मेक अ स्मॉल सुपर सेक्सी टीम, वन फाइनेंस गाय प्रेफरेबली, अ सीए, उसको दोस्ती यारी करनी जाते ही एक सीए पकड़ के तुम्हारा बेस्ट फ्रेंड होना चाहिए. क्यों? फाइनेंस तुम्हें वही पढ़ाएगा, बाकी किसी को घंटा नहीं फाइनेंस आती, ठीक है, किसी को कुछ नहीं आता. अमिका, am I right?
Yes, sir, of course. Finance तो सर मेरा तो ऐसे ही निकला सो.
वो सीए तुम्हें पढ़ाएंगे. अगर तुम्हें फाइनेंस में इंटरेस्ट है, पहले किया हुआ वो बात अलग है, नहीं तो उनके साथ दोस्ती करना. वो सीए आपकी टीम में भी रहेगा, एक इंजीनियर, एक सीए, बाकी 2 नॉन इंजीनियर्स, बीकॉम, बीएमएस, लिटरेचर बैकग्राउंड, जो भी आपको, आई कॉल देम वियर्ड कैटेगरीज, डॉक्टर्स. तो 4 लोगों की एक स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम होनी चाहिए. बट 2 people are required, 1 person who speaks well and 1 person who does number crunching well. ये तो 2 rock solid pillars होंगे in the one team to make. I'm telling you team formation tips inside B school as well. I won competition. अनीशा मैम तो won, अनीशा कितना, 10,000 USD, कितना था तेरा? 10,000 US dollars in Singapore. She flew down to Singapore and she called me from there. Sir, presentation at 3 बजे. I still remember we were making presentation for her. She won $10,000. I won 4 lakh rupees. 2009 IIM Ahmedabad. तुम्हारा रेड ब्रिक समिट का नाम कॉन्फ्लुएंस होता था पहले, इट यूज्ड टू बी कॉल्ड कॉन्फ्लुएंस. फिर तुम्हें आदत पड़ जाएगी, अरे आई एम बैंगलोर का विस्टा हो रहा है, चलो यार टिकट बुक करो, वहां पे मार्केटिंग का कंपटीशन है, महाराजा, मैं तो वो करूंगा, वहां से 50,000 रुपए हैं, ठीक है, जीते जो जीते, नहीं तो यार 20,000 तो थर्ड तो आ ही जाएंगे, तो पता है. सो 11th डे ऑफ माई बी स्कूल आई वाज इन IIT दिल्ली. उनका कुछ फेस्ट का नाम था परिवर्तन, so GFT कोई सोसाइटी थी, आई स्टिल रिमेंबर. एंड आई वाज स्टैंडिंग एट द एयरपोर्ट विद माय फ्रेंड कॉल्ड विकास. भाई 5 लोगों के टॉप में आ चुके हैं, 5 लोगों को बुलाया गया है, और फ्लाइट टिकट है वो एयर डेकन चलता था, चीपेस्ट 2,000 रुपीज पर, 8,000 रुपए लगेंगे. एंड द थर्ड प्राइज इज 14,000 रुपए. तो थर्ड तो आ ही जाएंगे, इतना तो कॉन्फिडेंस है. तो हम सेकंड आए वहां पे जाके, एंड प्राइज मनी वाज आई थिंक कुछ 22,000 और. बट 11th डे ऑफ SPJain, राइट, you'll have all the reasons to say no to these people, to these competitions, but you'll have only one reason. If you like traveling, best thing, flight tickets. हमारे जमाने में ट्रेन टिकट मिलता था, तो हमने वो ट्रेन का रीइंबर्स करके फ्लाइट किया था. So you'll get the flight tickets, कई बार 1 way, कई बार 2 way, कई बार college sponsors that. Now last thing, there are some college teams also, like there'll be one team from IIM Ahmedabad who go to Branchstorm, L'Oreal is na Branchstorm, L'Oreal Branchstorm. There'll be one team going from SPJain Bombay, and वो choose भी करते हैं, और उसका आपस में campus finalist भी होता है, and then धीरे-धीरे go to Mahindra War Room as well, right? ऐसे करके. Now because there are many competitions and anybody cannot apply openly, so हर college से एक जाता है. Try to be in that chosen one team so that you can change the teams again and again. And पहली टीम तो बेकार ही होती है, okay, whatever team you make is going to be junk. So पहली टीम बेकार ही होती है. Go with your gut feeling, find some friends. If you're lucky, then good. But don't stay with the same team. If something is not working for you, you're gambling. If you're playing roulette, जिनको roulette आता है, you're playing red black, same number, ये आएगा, नहीं आएगा, छोड़ उसको. You're in a B school competition, bye कर उसको. यार, I think I need a team rejig, और openly बात करो and बेड़ा पार करो. Anisha ma'am, do you want to say something? Last few words.
So with respect to this competitions, and in fact for everything else, see, you'll always not be excelling it at the first go. You will have your failures, you will not make it through. It starts right from the smallest thing, like you will be taking part in clubs and committees and sitting for those interviews. Then it comes to placements, and then it comes to your competitions. So don't let any failure pull you down. Okay, so Sir spoke about the fact that I won $10,000. That was the start of my second year. First year, like he mentioned, you have those campus finalists and then regional, and then you move ahead. So somehow, first year, I actually never made it to campus finalists. And then second year, because we had learned from each and every case study competition, what we did wrong, try different teams. We keep juggling, made different combinations. And then that final team, which we had in the second year, we went to Singapore, we beat, and the person who we were competing in that day was Yale. I don't think that was the biggest achievement, because they are definitely way ahead what we have done. But our knowledge, our thorough understanding of all the aspects helped us, right? So that was the most important thing. When the interviews, like everybody spoke about, even I think in yesterday's session, someone asked, what if you don't make it to clubs and committees? Don't give up, that's okay. I was a part of none of the clubs and committees, but I was still D- placed. The first interview, first company, I was selected. So it's you have to make sure you don't let any failure pull you down. Just keep going.
Great. This is so amazing. All right. Thank you so much for joining in. You guys are awesome. Stay glued and you're a part of the CATKing family. जो लोग WebEx पे भी जुड़े हुए हैं अभी तक and और जो लोग YouTube पे सुने हुए हैं, you are added to the WhatsApp groups. Please make some friends right now. And वो friends आपको काफी काम आएंगे अंदर जाके भी. I just want to share one slide with you, which will be proud to see that as well. Anisha, if you can share that slide quickly.
Sure.
Slide number 2. Okay, this is a big announcement. Full screen, please. There are 2,561 IIM converts this time from CATKing family. And there are 152 people who have cracked IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta. 49 going to SPJain Bombay, 48 going to FMS, 48 going to MDA Gurgaon, 180 going to Narsi Monji, 40 going to Exil Rai, 50 going to Maika, 55 SC Mechadi, and many more. And we are super proud of you. Last year we had nearly 1,000 IIM converts, and this time it's 2,561. And thank you for the belief and thank you. आज चेतन भी आके thank you कर रहे थे. मुझे पूछ रहा तुम्हारा पेपर आ जाता है क्या? पेपर नहीं आता है, but somehow I think thanks to the YouTube family that people believe in the content what we make, and these guys have given mocks, these guys have given full-time CAT coaching. And the best thing is KPMG was hired last year for the validation of the results, and this year we have hired Brickworks. Brickworks जिनको नहीं पता है, Shanmukhi IIM Ahmedabad की ये audit agency. Your placement report is going to be auditing by Brickworks, and we've hired this year Brickworks to verify results as well. So yeah, super proud day for all of us, and thank you so much. And keep working hard is my recommendation, and keep the CATKing flag high wherever you guys go. All right, Anisha, you can share that. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thanks Mevash, thanks Shanmukhi, thanks Karishma, and thanks Amika, thanks Sabyasachi, Anushka, and people on the WebEx, and thanks Chetan. I'll give him a call today and we'll talk further. All right.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye. God bless you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks, Anisha.
I think one last thing before Sir said thanks to all of us. I think we should say thank you to Sir for, constantly, consistently, every day coming on YouTube Live, motivating each one of us. I think for the entire team of mentors as well. I'm not just talking on my behalf, but all the 40 panelists who took all these interviews or faculties who teach. There's only one factor driving us is we have to beat his energy, which none of us have ever been able to. But thank you so much, Sir, for motivating and inspiring all of us to be a part here.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled. Thank you so much. Take care. Just keep the CATKing flag high. Whatever you do, just do the best. That's my only thing which I want to tell you. Bye-bye. Take care.